my Honda S2000. Selling the Evo.
Bloopers! Well, the deal is done. Kenny's new car.
Very exciting time.
Yeah. Hey, guys, come back. Boosted. Here it is.
Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to my Honda S2000.
Yeah.
But it's not about the S2000 today. Very exciting times. Anyone that knows Kenny knows that he doesn't waste time, so no sooner than selling the Evo, well, the best way to get over something like that is to replace it. So, where are we going?
Well, we're off to go and look at the potential replacement. I'm not saying where, because people might obviously know this car. Yeah, basically, we are doing a track build series. So yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. So yeah, not going to give too much away. So we're on our way now. We're going to have a look around the car. If it is what it is, then if we're going taking it home, then you'll see this video. So we'll catch up with you when we're there.
So the deal is done. Test driven it. Well, yeah, you've bought it.
Well, as you can see, it's a different day.
Yeah, we completely ran out of daylight, as we tend to do.
Yes.
But, well, let's get stuck into it.
Yeah.
So, here it is. Hey, very dramatic. Here's Kenny's new car.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, come back. Nah. So, here it is. First of all, what is it?
It's a 2002 Honda Civic Type R EP3.
Okay, so, well, run us through the mods. There's obviously a reason you bought it.
Yes, there is. Do you want me to do the mods first?
Yeah, run through the mods.
Right, as far as I know, because I haven't got my list in front of me and I haven't double checked it, it's got a solid fab big ball manifold and solid fab 3-inch exhaust system.
Yes.
440cc injectors.
Oh.
Skunk 2 throttle body. Skunk 2 cams. Skunk 2
head
valve springs. Yep. The retainers are also Skunk 2. It's had a lot of head work.
Someone just threw a Skunk 2 catalogue.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and obviously pot and polished.
So this is a very controversial point because this Civic was dynoed at 282 brake horsepower, which is ridiculous. Yeah, still NE.
Yeah, and a lot of people. Yeah, and a lot of people were saying there's no way.
Yeah.
He took it to a few different dynos and it dynoed over 280 every single time.
Yep.
And we've got the sheets to prove it.
Yes. So, well, let's we'll have a quick look around it. Pop the bonnet. Let's have a look.
Pop the hood.
Pop the hood, man.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't see that. Ooh, boosted.
Ooh.
I can't believe I missed that.
That's right, we'll catch him in a minute.
Ooh, yeah. Fight and talk. So, yeah, so here it is. So, as you can see on the outside, it's a bit of a sleeper because on the outside...
It's a bit of a shed.
We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so we've got, very quickly, it is on NS2Rs at the moment.
It is.
Amazing, solid fab exhaust. I love how these things sound.
It does got to be, sorry, it has got to be toned down a little bit.
Yeah, if it was because, well, we'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, this is what we're looking at the moment. Just as I said, there's a lot of work that's been done to this thing.
Yeah, it still does need a lot of work though, so...
Yeah, but you knew that buying it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
The main, well, why did you buy this?
Right, the reason I bought this, a lot of people were expecting like a GTR or something.
Yeah, let's clear this up.
Right, that's not for me, do you know what I mean? I love them, don't get me wrong, but they're not very driver focused.
No.
I've always built show cars or other type of cars.
Yep.
I've never built a track car.
Ooh.
So this is the reason. Obviously, Drew's got the MX-5 on the go at the moment. So it's given me a bit of a boot to think, well, I want a piece of this as well. So
I actually inspired Kenny for once.
So that's the exact reason I bought this. This is going to be caged the lot.
Yeah.
It's actually booked in for his first mod already. I booked in the night I picked it up.
For those that know Kenny, I mean, yeah, I think we were either there doing the details, swapping over all the details for the car. He was already booked in for its first major mod.
Which is, shall I say? I think I should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, I was very surprised that all of this work has been done to the engine, but one of the most popular mods hasn't been done, which is?
M Factory Race Diff. LSD, obviously, and a 5.3 final drive. It's booked into One Day Motorsport. So they're going to be doing all the work on
But
the
that
gearbox.
apparently transforms how the car handles. It's got plenty of power now going through the front wheels, but it's going to be a bit of a tricky one putting it down.
Definitely.
So let's go for a little drive.
Let's go.
We will probably do a first drive video, but I think we've got to at least give him a little,
let's give it a
little taste of what it's like.
Let's give it a squirt.
Squirt. First proper hoon then? What do you know what, that honestly really put a smile on my face.
Yeah, it's really, really, really good fun. It's hard to portray over there. The brakes are a bit scary at the moment, so I was trying to take it a little bit easy with them. But yeah, just for pure fun. We had you could feel the G change as we drove over that ridge, and oh man,
but it's something about hearing it and feeling it scream at like 9,000 RPM. That's just put a smile on my face.
It just feels unnatural though, because you want to shift.
Yeah.
Like don't shift.
Don't do it.
You hear the limiter then, and it's like no, you know.
I was hoping you were going to hit the limiter, and you did.
Yes.
We've got to reteach him. Coming from an Evo, we're nowhere near the limiter, but on this, yeah, you've got to learn how to bash the limiter.
This is why I bought it.
Yeah.
Bloopers! I can't remember what I was going to say.
No, I know.
So this is Kenny. I've done it again. My God. What the f is wrong with me?
I don't know.
Damn it!
F***ing rookie. I'm going to f*** mine up.
I'm happy. I'm fine.
Sure, okay, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Good looking disc.
Cheap, nasty looking things.
Highest brake horsepower NA.
Oh my God!
So I think Kenny's actually just
Sitting on this.
I can't even
on the car. Wasn't even on properly. That's true. I do miss the Evo. Your brakes are amazing. Look at all this. Today we're going to tackle something which is really doing my head in with this car and doesn't really work at the moment. And always that helps when they do work.
Especially on track.
Yeah, the brakes.
Hey, so let's take a look at what we're going to be doing.
Let's check them out.
So with this car, it is primarily a track car, so we need to go all out with the safety bits, so talk us through what we're doing.
Right, we have got HEL braided lines in red to match the car.
Yes.
I did see that they do like a translucent red, which I wish I went for, but I didn't see them at the time. But never mind, never mind. It's all about performance, not the
For the 3 times that you're going to actually see these in their life, I think it'll be all right.
Dude, it's my luck. The wheels are going to be off more than on. So yeah, we've got a full set of HEL
I rate these, I think these are brilliant.
From Rival Motorsport.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
I know, that's why I don't think they came in a bag. I thought it was second-hand originally, but yeah, and obviously you've got all the fitting kit, washers, and banjo bolts.
Yep.
We've got PBS Pro race pads. Ooh. Which were recommended by a lot of people, mainly Dan Lawrence.
Yep. So these are track focused pads.
Track focused pads. Yes.
I'm really curious to see these.
Check these out. Because Dan was saying basically because of the brake and bias, go for these and then go for the track on the rears. They're the pads. Next up, we've got some Motul RBF 600 brake fluid, which is race fluid. Next up,
these.
Yes.
Oh.
Godspeed C-hook discs.
Really rate Godspeed again. They've got such a good name because
they're a local company as well.
Yeah, so I've popped that. We use them for work. We've popped on there a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I've seen their work. So excited to see these.
I know.
Well, to see how they feel.
These got C-hooks on them at the moment. This car has. Yeah. But as you can see, they look like copies, cheap, nasty looking things.
These are the real deal.
These look, you can tell these are quality. So.
Well, even you admitted with the MX-5, the brakes absolutely transform a car, as we know. And I've done a similar setup, so I really think this is going to transform it. So
I hope it does.
Yeah, let's get stuck in.
Let's have a go.
It's great being back behind the camera again. So just to show you guys what we're dealing with at the moment, as Kenny said, there's already C-hook discs on there, but you're not too thrilled with them anyway. We don't know what brand they are. To be honest, we have no idea what's on here, I don't think. So
no. And I know this caliper here has been sticking a bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to double check and see why. I don't know if it's the sliders or
good practice taking it all off anyway, so it's always worth checking the sliders and stuff anyway, so keep it all crossed.
Get the f out of my way.
That's it. And just a quick thing, for those of you joining us for the first time, this is Kenny's sort of new to him EP3. It was, believe it or not, the highest brake horsepower NA EP3 we could find.
It was, yeah.
One of the highest I've ever seen, to be fair.
Yeah, well, a lot of people still don't believe it, but...
No, which is mad, but it is, obviously, it's still a K20. I mean, the list goes on and on. Go and watch the reveal video for the full spec list, but it was dynoed at 2.8.
I didn't even give a full spec list.
Did we not?
That's something I gotta do.
Oh,
So,
we'll do that
yeah.
in the first drive video,
Yeah,
I
we
think.
will, yeah.
Ah, that's even better. Yes, so very, very exciting. Kenny's actually just broke something by the sound of it.
And I think... Oh, yeah, that hurt. Cheers.
That's why I'm glad I'm the cameraman. He's just had one of the most important modifications you can do to these cars, the LSD and the final drive, that's done as well. So Kenny's obviously had a go and he's amazed by the difference that it makes. I haven't actually experienced it yet. He's done a few little upgrades to the gearbox as well. So excited for that, so stay tuned, that will be coming very soon. I'm getting distracted. This car is just, it's really impressed me. So it was dynoed at 282 brake, was it?
282 and 188 foot-pounded. So.
Yep, and it was dynoed more than once, so for those that don't believe, sorry, but it's true! First caliper off?
It is. Yeah, burst caliper. See if this goes back now.
To say that's the main thing. Oh, this was the one that was giving you...
Yeah, this is the one definitely was sticking, so we'll see if it pushes back. Yep. Giggity.
Yeah, oh, nice.
No, right. Went back a lot easier than I was expecting.
I know.
Which says to me, it's the sliders. Now this was really... Sorry. Let's start again. This was really comfortable earlier because I had a little stool to sit on when I was working.
Guess who's taking over that?
Cameraman needs to sit on something.
Yeah, it's more important to film thing.
Sit on this.
And you got a... you got a bad knee.
Yeah.
You are. Since
No.
Since the camera's on.
Let everyone know exactly
Please
what
take
like.
my seat, sir.
Your seat. That's true. There we go, carry it off.
Cool.
Hand holders are rather
Stiff. Helps if you can get them out. But...
Hang on, I'll show you how to get that out now.
Yeah!
Fixed. See, these are supposed to freely slide. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
there we go. That's better.
But what I'll do,
Take them off, grease them.
grease them good. Yeah, they're not too bad. I'll re-grease them. Yeah, they're really good actually.
Oh, wicked. So I pulled the second pin out and it was covered in gritty grease.
Yeah, dirty, horrible grease.
Like we said, this car was sat for a while, so that's probably a contributing factor.
Grease it first.
Put you under pressure. Grease it up first. Get some ASMR going on. And the most satisfying part.
Turn the lights
Then you
off.
can't find the
Turn the
hole.
lights off, it's easier. Right, there we go. Look at that now.
Wicked. And that is how you fix a sticky slider. I've just had a thought, for those that don't know, well, we're obviously building this car for track. Now, Summer Action Day, we've actually got a track session booked together, but we've also booked a full track day at Llandow. So the MX-5 and the Civic are going to be on track together.
Yeah!
How are you feeling? Because I've had a thought.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to lose. I've got less than half the power, and it is an MX-5. Yeah. You got twice the power, now you've got all the handling mods.
Which track are we talking about? Because Cascom's not fair, you've been around it about 7 times.
That's true.
So, yeah, but give me a couple of laps and we'll see what happens.
Llandow should be very interesting.
Llandow is going to be better as well for both cars because they're not high powered and it's more of a technical thing.
Yeah.
Now, your brakes are amazing, so...
It's got a compliment. The MX-5 got a compliment from Kenny. Holy crap.
I told you the other day, it is starting to look a lot better. Like, but no, I got to be honest, the brake setup on that is superb.
You did say even in the video,
really,
didn't you?
really is. I just can't wait to drive it now because obviously I only drove it on the sketchy coilovers.
Yes, that's, yeah, well, yeah.
So,
like you said, there might as well not have been any on there.
No, exactly. It's like Mr. Soft driving down the road, like you. Mr. Soft. Look at all this.
Jesus, I'm getting old. That's such a good looking disc.
I don't even want to put them on. I'm gonna
Put
frame
them on the
them.
wall instead. Do we? Oh, I thought that was Bruce. No, it's a door.
Did you can speak French?
I've just had a thought. It doesn't seem like too long ago we were doing this to an Evo.
Yeah, do you know a mad thing though with the Evo?
What?
Probably shouldn't have scraped on the brakes, but I paid £100 just for the discs and pads. Yeah?
Yeah.
I paid 120 quid just for the front pads on this. So I'm not gonna lie, they weren't the best on the Evo.
But in fairness, you knew you weren't taking the Evo on track. Like,
that's the thing.
You're never gonna find the limits of it. Whereas this thing, I hope you want to find the limits and exceed those limits.
Well, I'm gonna try.
Yeah. So coming from an Evo, mind you, I suppose you haven't really driven this probably, so it's unfair to say at the moment. But I know people are dying to know. How are you feeling at the moment about it?
Honestly, I do miss the Evo, but not as much as I thought I was gonna.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know what? I've been surprised of how much you've gone on about this car.
Well, dude, I've done 1,000 miles in this thing already. Just under.
That's another thing. In fairness to Kenny, with the Evo, you did take you impressed me with how much he used the Evo. I know a lot of people only bring them out like once a year.
Yeah.
But this thing, he forgets. I think sometimes he's got a daily. So if any excuse you can,
I just use it whenever
do
it's
jump
like
in the Civic.
all weekend. No, we got plans all weekend. I'm using this.
Well, yeah, we got a bit of a drive on Sunday, and it's just but he's like, we'll take the Civic.
Yeah.
So fair play.
Yeah, let's go. But as I said though, even I know you don't buy a car like that for fuel. I know we've mentioned this before.
Yeah. But
this thing's like over doubling the fuel.
That Evo, Jesus, he used to drink fuel.
Well, this obviously went down yesterday for the diff. And it just barely used anything, and I was over 100 miles.
That's to say, at the end of the day, it's still a Civic in the best way.
Yeah.
You still can drive it normal.
I haven't fixed the other one yet, but...
Quick update. So we've got the braided line on, pads and discs. That looks amazing. Pads and discs on. And what were you just saying about the ABS?
Well, same with anything really when you buy a second-hand car. The all this bracket wasn't on. The bracket holding the brake line wasn't even on. So it's a good thing, obviously, when you're buying a car, just to strip it down and have a little look at it, or get someone to look at it if you're not that confident.
Even if you're not replacing it, like you said, just this has proved it. Just have a look over. A good look. Get the wheels off. Just have a look.
Yeah, just check it out. We noticed as well. Obviously, we've had an ABS light on this since I've had it.
Yeah.
When I took it out to the boys yesterday, Jay pointed out in One Day Motorsport that the passenger side front ABS sensor is broken.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and join them two wires because it's a bank holiday, so I can't go and get a sensor today.
Yeah, we ain't got much choice.
So we'll try it and see what happens.
Yeah. Sit rep. It looks like I should have cleared this before I start recording. Are we done?
I think we are. Yeah.
So we've got Godspeed discs on. These look absolutely fantastic.
They look class, don't they?
I even like that you can see the PBS logo there. Just little things like that, and of course the red hell line as well. Yeah. And I do want to say, I just spent the last hour or so trying to get an ABS sensor.
I know what, it was like 15 minutes at most.
So I do have my uses. I seem to be becoming the ABS man for some reason.
Yeah, I do appreciate it because I haven't got the patience for something like that as you have.
I heard loud noises.
Loud
noises, and I thought, I better take over. But that's done anyway because at least we know that should be what the ABS light was on for. So fingers crossed.
The good thing is, while he was doing that, I noticed one of my injector plugs wasn't even on properly, and I got a slight miss when it's cold every now and then. So that might have been it. So we'll see.
The more we're digging into this car, the more.
Yeah, but it's always a thing with buying a second-hand car.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Like,
especially a car like this. But
yes,
I think the next thing, obviously it's all bled and everything. You take it out for a draw. Obviously get the wheels on first. That would help.
It's not a hot.
Get them bed in and let's see what they're like.
Yeah, let's check them out.
And of course, we do want to say a massive thank you to Uncle Phil, or Papa Phil in your case, helping us out with bleeding of the brakes. It's so much easier having 3 people in there.
It is. Obviously, you got one on each bleed nipple. You got one in pressing the brake, and someone else filling up.
When we did the MX-5, I was in the car pumping. Kenny was around the car, cracking nipple. Oh, you have to the tip. So yes, always appreciate Uncle Phil. Thank you very much.
Dad.
So obviously brakes are all installed now. We have actually gone through. We didn't want to bore you with the bedding in process.
There's just no point. Slow down.
Unlike the Rodison ones, the Rodison one was quite a comical bedding in because you've got to go 70 mile an hour, slam on the brakes. Unfortunately with PBS, it's
a different. Yeah, ready?
Very gentle. Jesus.
And I haven't got ABS either at the moment, as you know.
That really caught me off guard then.
So yeah,
oh my god, that hurt.
Yeah, it really did. So yeah, they work absolutely fantastic.
I cut off the blood supply to my arm then.
They really do work. They're on the point. Dan, once again, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You nailed it with these.
Oh, it's great knowing people that know these cars.
Yes, I know. I'm just standing. I'm just trying to show you the difference. You know, they really.
But like
do.
we said in the diff video, this is going on track. So this is not only just we're only trying on roads at the moment. This thing is going on track, and again, they are going to come alive on track.
They really
are going to appreciate them.
I suppose the main thing I've heard about these is brake fade. You just don't get any. So
right, yeah.
And these brakes were really bad when I first had this car.
Yeah.
So now
you're f***ing warm me with that.
Sorry, man.
But that is all, like, that's incredible. And you haven't got ABS and it didn't lock up. So
No, it didn't, no.
The brakes and these tyres.
Yeah, and it's the feedback you get through the brake pedal as well. So yeah, it really, really worked well.
God, honestly, this car is just getting better and better.
Yeah, you wait.
And it is.
You said big things.
Yeah. There's still plenty more to come.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see in the background something else that we've done, but we'll keep that for next one.
Don't look too much.
Major modification. An LSD and a final drive. Spins up the one wheel constantly. Slides across the road.
Scary the corner. I thought I'd missed the Evo. What? I'm still shaking.
We are taking the EP3 in for a really, really major modification. Something this car is really, really lacking, an LSD and a final drive. On our way down to One Day Motorsport, so let's get into it. So we've arrived a little bit early here today. Better to be early than late though. Right, reason for this modification. These cars are very, very, I wouldn't say torque steery, it just spins up the one wheel constantly. Obviously it needs an LSD because you put it into a corner at the moment, plant it and it just slides across the road. So this should solve that issue. Also the 5.3 final drive, alright, the gear ratios will be a bit quicker, sorry, a bit closer, but it will speed up the acceleration of the car. So for track purposes, this should be really good. So we're just going to wait for these guys to turn up, go and get it in there and see if we can have a quick look around. So here we are, car's back on its wheels, all done, yeah? What have we had done today?
5.3 final drive, got an M factory race pack, new diff bearings, check the box out, second and fourth synchro, a little bit worn.
Synchro, yeah.
So we replaced them and we've got some HD shift springs in it.
There we go. Right, boys are a bit shy to be on camera, so that's why you can't see them, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, the car should be completely different to drive now, so let's get on the road and see what it does.
Right, so this is where, I don't know what the audio is going to be like because we're relying on the medium mod, so we'll try and talk up a bit. So this is the first drive now, I think, properly with the diff.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit to see basically how it hooks up.
Yeah, because I'm really curious
never did
of
before.
this. Really, really curious.
I said to you, didn't I? And it's no longer scary to corner.
God, it's planted. Wow, do you know what? That genuinely gave me like a rush then.
Same, adrenaline. Wow. It's just made a hell of a difference to this car. It's transformed it.
Yeah.
It really has transformed this car.
Even from the passenger seat, you know, going through the corners, you can see you've got a lot more confidence in it.
I have.
And it just grips. That was amazing. And I gotta say, the gearing, again, even from the passenger seat, it's
It is, and it just feels so much more engaging and direct. That final drive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Jay, One Day Motorsport. Wow, you said this would transform it. It really, really has. So a massive thank you, and also to Dan Lawrence, who was the one who was suggested in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah, this setup now.
What a car this is now.
What a different car.
I still can't believe that all the power work that's been done to this, that this hasn't been done before. But I'm glad it didn't, because you can see the difference now.
Well, even Matt said, you know, the guy who bought it off, he was like, that will transform it. That's what it needs, and you were bang on. So yeah, fair play.
Right. The way you can bang through the gears now, it is just next level. Oh man. It's just nuts, isn't it? So much better. Do you know what? It is true. These cars, they're just fun. I mean, I
thought I'd missed the Evo. I was at first.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. Let's. I ain't stick the camera up.
Right.
Because like I said before, a lot of people have asked, oh, why'd you get rid of the Evo? How do you feel about getting rid of the Evo? This car doesn't have to put a smile on your face.
I don't miss the Evo anymore.
What?
I don't miss the Evo anymore. Don't get me wrong, the Evo's quicker. But the way this thing's set up now.
Oh, yes!
up through here, I have no doubts about it. In a straight line, maybe not, but this thing, oh man, it's so much more alive now.
No, I wish I set up the front camera now.
Look at that for a turn in now. Whoa. You know what I mean? It's just so much more fun.
Yeah.
And it really, really is. I love it. I absolutely love this car now.
We've said it before, certain cars just feel alive, and that's honestly the impression I'm getting of this car. Just feels alive. It's got a personality to it now.
I'm not just saying it, it has totally transformed
Yeah.
it. It's a different car.
Anyone that's considering them, you know, doing this mod, oh my god, do it.
Don't consider it, just go and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not the cheapest mod, but my god.
It's not, but it's so worth it. It's the most I've ever thrown, I think, at a car
Yeah.
in one hit.
Yeah.
But I think it's something that's transformed the car the most.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah,
you know, you can do anything you want to these things. Do this. It's such a different car. So yeah, man, after that buzz, while we're pumped up,
I just can't, yeah.
honestly.
And like I have said it before, probably, people who hate on these cars, they either, I mean, you obviously don't know how to get the most out of them, because they're wicked. And
Man.
I love the fact that Kenny's building this. We are building this as a track car. It is going on track. Honestly, this is just going to come alive on track.
It really is.
So-
It's just insane. I'm lost for words now. I'm still shaking.
That's like you've owned some high-powered cars. We drive a lot of high-powered cars, but
this is what it's all about. Just putting a smile on your face and making you feel alive. Like I said, I'm not just saying it. Through those roads then, this would have pinned with the Evo, no problem at all. Yeah, do you know, we chased that Golf R the other day in a straight line.
Yeah.
And we sat with him. I know somebody was like, "Oh, the brake." It wasn't brake lights.
no,
It was
it
his side lights. But either way, I love this thing.
Yeah. So, a bit of context. I had to make a decision there and then. Some juicy bits that he knows for sale.
Oh yeah, YouTube famous again.
No idea I'm doing this. Oh, and the lovely guy that I am, Lamborghini Aventador. Just arrived now. Catch his reaction on camera. Wasn't sure how he felt, see if he even wants to use it. So, a bit of context. I was sat there editing one of our biggest videos, and I had a lovely call from our good friend Kyle, saying that there are some juicy bits that he knows for sale for an EP3. That being Fiberworks vented front wings, which look amazing, and also I can't remember what rear bumper it was, but a very nice, in my opinion, very nice looking rear bumper. Sort of looks like it's got a mini diffuser built into it by a friend of his, and they're actually going very cheap because he needs to get rid of them. Now, I gave Kenny, obviously got straight on the phone to Kenny, and as most of you probably know, his EP3, he has spent, I don't know if he wants me to say, but he's spent a couple of grand on that thing already, getting it to where it is now. So as much as he wanted the parts, he really couldn't at the moment part with the money, and these bits needed to be gone straight away, hence the cheap price. Now, me being the lovely guy that I am, made the decision to go and buy them for him. He does so much for me, always has done, and I know he will be doing a lot for me in the future. So as a little thank you from me, cuz I'm gonna buy them for him. He has no idea that I'm going to pick them up now. The original plan was for me to just pick the wings up, but then Kyle rang me back and he said, give me a great price, and said, basically I just couldn't say no. Now I know Kenny's bought a diffuser, so I'm not sure if he's gonna want the rear bumper, but I couldn't say no to the price, and it's just a nice gift anyway. So we are heading up there now, so hopefully they're good bits and we'll pick them up. Just thought I'd add, like I said, Kenny has no idea I'm doing this, so we're gonna go and look at them now and collect them. And I'm actually going up to Kenny's tomorrow to do some work on the Civic, and it's actually being painted very soon, so I've got to act fast. Oh, Lamborghini Aventador. SV, nice. So when we're going up tomorrow, I'm gonna try and work out the best way to get his reaction, because they're quite big items to just carry, but I'll do my best to catch his reaction on camera. So as you can probably see behind me, I've managed to wedge the wings on the bumper, so we ended up getting them all because why not? Managed to squeeze them all in, but I think what we're gonna do, because it was a bit of a squeeze, I won't get them out to have a look at them. What we'll do is we'll head up to Kenny's, we'll get his reaction, and then we'll have a proper look at them and see if he even wants to use them. Right, so we've just arrived now. I'm gonna grab Jay. This is Jay. Hey. He's up there, I hope this is, yes, right. Can you manage yours well? Yeah. I don't know where he's going.
What's your prezi?
What the hell? What? How? Oh man.
I said, I know you, well, I got the impression you really wanted them. I really want them on the car because they're awesome. Honestly, I don't know if you're going to want this because I know you've got the diffuser.
That does look nice.
But I really liked how it looked in person. I thought it was a lot better. So, yes. Merry Christmas, happy birthday, and everything all in one.
Legend, man. Thank you.
That's what I want.
To do that. Oh, sweet. That's going to look class, isn't it?
Yeah, like I
Sorry,
said.
Jay, you've got black bits to paint as well.
Well, funny enough, like I said, it was a long story. The car's hopefully going in for paint next week by this lovely young man. So it was very sort of, I had to make a decision there and then.
Yeah, you did. You messaged me, didn't you? And you were like, "Do you want them?" And I was like, "I don't really want to spend the extra."
I know.
Because I've thrown. I said to you, I don't want to say too loud, but I've spent about $4,000 so far on parts after I worked everything out.
I said on
And I've
camera
only
it
had
was
the
a
car
couple
a
of
month.
grand. Jesus.
So I'm like,
So I completely understood, you know, that you couldn't drop any more money into it. So I thought, you do a lot for me. So just as a little thank you, man, just to...
I appreciate it, man.
That's all right.
That's awesome.
So this is obviously a very spur of the moment video, not really planned last minute. So, but I thought I'd give you guys, our loyal subscribers, a little sneak peek of what's to come. Now, Kenny always says I've got issues. Hi, Bruce. Kenny always says I've got issues with winter wheels and collecting wheels, but I've just come out now. He's got those there. Granted, they're just tyres, and I think he's got wheels in there as well. But I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek. So this is what we're doing today. Jay and Kenny are literally jacking the car up there. This is the main thing I wanted to show you guys. Dan Lawrence keeps hounding the both of us to get these, and I'm so glad Kenny's got them so we can finally see what they're like. He is taking it on track, so that's we're obviously going to see what they're really like. Some more bracing. And this is the diffuser he originally bought. Yes, I know. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, now you're YouTube famous again. So this is the diffuser he bought originally. Very aggressive one. We both love it, but with the way his garage is, I don't think he's going to be able to get in and out. So by the look of it, I was quite surprised. I knew he wanted the front wings. I wasn't sure how he felt completely about the rear bumper, but like I said, I bought it anyway. If he doesn't like it, we can always get rid of it, but I think he is leaning towards it. So, that's my gift to you.
Thank you, man. I really wasn't expecting it. I really wasn't.
Like I
was
said,
wondering why you pulled up in the Astra.
Yeah, and I never pull up here anyway.
No.
So it was all, like I said, it was very sort of last minute, and it was one of those, how do I do? Because I wanted to catch a reaction on camera.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't sure. I was actually nervous to whether you actually wanted them or not, because I was afraid you were, I don't really want them.
No, I'd say I love it, man. It's class. Like I say, even our rear bumper, I think, I like the rear diffuser I bought, and I think it looks cool, but it's just not going to get in and out of here. I'm going to have to remove it and put it on every time, so at least that bumper now will come in and out of here.
I need to apologise to you. I don't know if this makes your job harder or easier, because you've got more bits to paint. I know the vents, I don't know if that makes any worse for you, Jay, but either way, I apologise. Yeah, either way, you're doing it, so unlucky. Now, this was a bit of a, not a mishmash video. Basically, Kenny did some work on the EP3 off camera on one of his days off, and he was like, oh, we may put it into a different video, but I thought it's come out very well. Kenny being Kenny's done it very, very well, and I thought this would help a lot of people who've got EP3s, because I know a lot of people do this mod.
Yes, they do.
It's a very common mod. Bumper cuts on the front. I tell you what, let's go and have a quick look.
Yeah, let's have a look at it.
So as the intro said, this is a bit of an impromptu video, but honestly, I'm very impressed with how it's come out.
Yeah, me too.
And I think you'll agree, I don't think there's any in-depth videos on how to do this, because to a lot of people, it might just be, oh, well, you're cutting some holes. But if you want to do it the right way, speak to Kenny. Do you want to give us a quick run through of your method behind it?
Right, obviously I removed the number plate and used the number plate recess.
Yep.
It's 525mm from there to there.
Okay.
And double check that, but I think it's 105mm from there to there.
Okay.
So what I basically worked out was 525mm divided by 5, take away 89, leaves you with 16. So what I'd done was go 8mm from each side, there and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So 8mm from there. Cool.
Yeah, from there to there, and then I measured 16 in between each gap.
Oh, okay.
And then it leaves you with 8mm this side.
I mean, I don't know if you, I'm sure many of you will agree. I've seen loads of cars with bumper cuts, and they're just blah 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 in random. Like, honestly,
there was one on
really
the Clio Owners Club the other day, and literally the guy just drilled holes all the way across the back, and they were like this.
See,
so it just looked terrible.
Nuts.
So yeah, I made sure they were all bang on.
Yep.
I also drilled a 100mm hole. Yep. As you can see, it's where the filter is.
Because you've got the, I forget what intake it is.
I forgot as well.
Anyway, yeah. He's got the intake that goes basically behind it and sits
Cold
behind
feed.
the bumper, as you can see there. So again, very nicely done.
Yeah, we also done the toe strap.
Look at that.
That's in. Obviously, just ignore it. The car's being painted very soon.
Yes.
That's coming.
Yes.
Obviously, I fitted the canards as well, the Tegua canards.
Such a good touch as well.
So, yes.
This car, honestly, is looking more and more race car.
It
ready
is.
for the track. And very excited. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sneak peek. You've actually ordered the paint, is that right?
Yes, we have. Jay has just messaged me today. He's ordered the paint.
Yep.
It's staying red.
But it's a very special red.
It is a very special red.
Yes.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yes. But yeah, this is how it comes out, guys. If you've any more questions you want regarding this, just drop them in the comments and we will do our best to get back to you. Big wing. Come on in. Will actually be functional as well.
There's no instructions.
This isn't our dog.
It doesn't fit properly.
Will be functional. Getting into your car for once.
Really not happy about this.
Dog Central.
Just fatted.
Crazy.
Absolutely terrible.
It looks amazing. So, like you said, it is Tegua's big wing.
Yeah, this isn't too heavy. I think it's less than 2 kilos for the lot.
Very light, isn't it?
It is very, very light. But this does come flat packed and there's no instructions whatsoever.
So rather than bore you guys with the installation...
yeah, I'm just going to show you which brackets go where. Right, basically you've got these brackets here, 6 fixings on each one.
Yep.
You've got the cross piece, basically. Hello, friend.
Sorry. Come on in. Yep.
Yeah, you've got the cross piece that goes on there. She's fatted. There's also a little bracket which we will be fitting on here. They're like an L shape.
Yeah.
Then you have these for the wing mount. Will be these adjustable struts.
The blade, obviously. Yep.
And they are fully adjustable.
It is very adjustable, isn't it?
It is. Now, always double check your fitting kit because I didn't have any of these smaller screws in my kit. I've luckily had a set in the garage.
But you had to source them yourself.
But I did have to source them myself. Yeah, the ones that they supply you are too thick to go through these.
So you could have drilled that, but that's not a nice way to do it. So the best option is to do what you did.
So yeah, we'll mark the...
Do you mind?
Hello, girl.
This isn't our dog, by the way.
No, it's just a neighbour's dog. She's nuts.
So whoa, fall over. So the idea is, I was quite surprised with this because all the boot ones I've seen, they mount to the spoiler as well, but this one doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It literally...
So yeah, literally.
I noticed that even the shape of it, if you look, it goes over everything.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's designed basically, when we put the other brackets on, it will hold it against, because at the moment it's against a glass, which I don't think is a very good thing.
That's not ideal. But so, quality-wise, so far, it does seem pretty good. I like all the little fixings, all the support rods.
Yeah,
it's very adjustable.
I was going to say, these brackets can be adjusted as well. Like, we will adjust them all later on, just to make sure it doesn't touch the glass, because we don't want that.
That's the last.
Over a bump and bang.
And for those, obviously, as we said, I gotta stop falling over things. This is a track car, and for those who don't like big wings, this will be functional, and it's just gonna look amazing. That's what I'm excited about.
It's gonna be class. That's the only reason I'm really doing it, to be honest. Yeah. It's just gonna look bonkers.
This is what we want. So the next step is sort of we'll mark up where we need to drill, because it is just gonna be drilling here and here, like you said, the little brackets. So yeah, we're gonna be cutting into your car for once.
I don't mind. I love cutting into stuff.
Dog Central around here. So top tip whenever you're drilling through metal, obviously the holes have been drilled for mounting the spoiler, but always put a bit of paint just on the inside because you have got bare metal there to stop it rusting through.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be red, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to see any of this.
No, we won't judge. Although, we are going to know it's there.
Yeah, you're that guy.
Oh, you went out of the lines.
Yeah, I was never good at that in school.
Oh, for God's sake, I gotta stop falling over.
Getting drunk in it.
Once the main support bracket was secured to the boot, we were able to mark out where we needed to drill the holes for the smaller upper L brackets using masking tape and a permanent marker. It was then simply a case of drilling the holes and fitting the L brackets with the supplied fittings. Quick update, brackets are on nice and secure. What we would recommend, if you don't mind cutting into your Civic like Kenny doesn't mind, we actually drilled 2 access holes there to get the 3 bolts through the main part, there and there. The 2 bolts there, just bend the metal back a little bit. Those 2 are not too bad at all, but those ones are a bit of a pig, so if you don't mind cutting into it, highly recommend doing that. What are we thinking so far?
Yeah, it's
nice.
Like insane, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy. Jesus. We like.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem now though, because you've got to slide this spoiler into these brackets, and it's going to mark them. I already chipped the one. That end or the other end? I've chipped one end.
The best design.
No, I've looked at the end of the where I slid one on earlier.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, not the best design to be honest, but we gotta work with what we got.
Yeah. So like we said, it seems like the only way that this fixes in is by sliding it through. So what Kenny's done is lubed it up a bit with WD-40 to see if that just helps avoid a scratch. I really can't see this.
It's kind of scratch, isn't it? There's no other way. Right, the design on this is absolutely terrible. 400 quid spoiler. It doesn't fit properly. As you can see, the only way to do this is to slide it through, and look at the state on that already. We only got it through that much.
And not only that, trying to get it actually to go in there is just...
No, it's a really, really bad design, this is.
It will not go through. So what I think we're going to have to do is shave that by there just to get it to go through.
That's the only way, yeah. It's a really bad design though.
Yeah.
I'm really not happy about this. 400 quid spoiler, and
that is going to be, that blade's going to be ruined.
it's
You're
going
going
to
to
be
have to paint
terrible.
that or
That's
something.
going to look ridiculous. But yeah, oh well, it is what it is.
Now what we didn't show here was the fact that we had to remove the bracket completely and spend a good hour or so filing down the openings to allow the spoiler blade to fit through. It's on, finally.
Yeah, I will be in touch with the supplier of this.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, but what a stress and head work together. Actual, these just don't seem to fit the spoiler, so it's damaged a lot of stuff, and I had to grind them back. I literally had the angle grinder on them, didn't I?
Yeah, we've been here hours. What we thought was going to be the difficult part, it turned out to be the relatively straightforward part.
Yep.
The issue we had was the blade fitting through these brackets here. We need to figure out if it is Tegra's fault or Exo Racing.
Yeah, either way, I will be in touch with either or.
Because this is ridiculous.
It was absolutely ridiculous. You should never have to go the extent I went to just to get this on.
And then when it was on, we had to cover up all of the scratches, all of the damage that was done. We're actually on our way to a show as well, so
yeah,
that's
so
why
we're rushing, you know, we're trying to, this morning it was like, it should take 2 hours maximum.
Yeah.
We get up early, we chuck it on.
Going from this to this.
Yeah, either way,
End
it does
on a
look
high,
class.
end on a positive, it does look amazing, and luckily, Kenny did have the number plate here. Did we say it's 12 or 13 inches?
13.
So 13, I'm assuming it's designed for an import plate anyway, but that fits absolutely lovely in there. So luckily we did have that, but apart from that, it's alright.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it out in the daylight, but...
Yeah, let's get out there.
So why is it so hard to let you
You're not helping, Jay.
Transform.
Keep it to yourself. Removing body parts.
Ah,
shut up. Fast red.
Oh, look at that!
Strict deadline.
Show us the goods.
Most important bit.
Throw abuse too.
I heard you swearing and stuff earlier.
Fell over.
Blind myself. Today we are tackling an essential item for track.
Big one on this.
Yes, I'm not sure how this video is going to work, but anyway, right, we're doing the coilovers, so let's get stuck in.
Let's have a look.
So this may be a bit of a random video, and a bit more of a vlog video because Kenny being Kenny, with the help of Jay, you're not helping Jay, they've already stripped most of the car down.
Most of the front end's off.
Yeah, the idea was originally to strip one side down, and then when I finally got here, we'd do the other side and film it, but... We're bringing you guys
nice and early.
Yeah, which surprised everyone. But no, we obviously with the help of Jay, we are absolutely flying through this. So I'll just try and keep tabs on what's happening. I'm doing.
I'll give you a quick rundown what we're doing now. So it's BC Racing coilovers.
Yep.
We're doing the front lower arms. I've got Polybush Super Pro Polybush ones, and we're also doing Buddy Club RCAs. Nice. So we're changing the one complete hub. The other hub I bought from On a Mission. I think the bearings, I haven't checked them, but I think the bearing feels a little bit iffy. So we're just going to change the RCA over on that one.
Yes.
So front end should be transformed.
Yep.
So yeah.
And I'm going to be tackling the difficult part of removing body parts. So basically, as we've said in previous videos, thanks to Jay, this car is being painted very soon. So while the big boys are tackling the big work, because I'm the cameraman, I'm going to basically strip everything I can off the car.
Me and Jay stripped these sides off each, the suspension and he's just removed the skirt. That's why he's the cameraman.
Yeah, this is right, yeah. I do want to say I was waiting to film the outro for the other video, but no, apparently that's my fault. But anyway, so little things, like I said, like the side skirts, I am basically just going to strip, under Jay's instruction, I'm going to strip everything I can just to make his job easier of spraying it. Because as is with everything with us, we are on a strict deadline now. We are busy the whole time up until the track day. So it's thanks to people like Jay that we're hopefully going to get this thing done. But let's have a quick look at what we've done so far. I'm sure you should take your microphone off now, haven't you?
I have, yeah, but
Right.
I'll speak up.
Yes, what if we...
Right,
Oh, so you've got the whole thing off.
We've got the old hub just behind you.
Oh, nice.
That's for the driver's side, taking the disc off, obviously the caliper's up the way. This is pretty much off, I just need to do that. We have to crack the nut on there. These lower arms have been replaced as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, basically I'm going to try and remove this RCA, roll center
Oh, nice.
bush,
Yes.
because that one's pretty good. The other hub I had, the bearing's a bit loose in it, so
Yeah.
I just don't trust it, so it's worth changing over.
Fair enough. It's quite, yeah, you're quite far into it.
To be honest, it's really straightforward to strip down.
That's why I like Jap cars.
Exactly.
Another reason I like Jap cars.
Exactly.
Just going to throw a camera in Jay's face just to see where he's... I heard you swearing and stuff earlier, so we've had a few tight bolts, but...
No,
God,
it's been off alright, to be fair, because
Yeah?
he's been here before. And so
That's very true. So, like I said, it's always good having another set of hands, especially with someone who actually knows what he's doing. So, yeah, we'll keep you updated. So I've just had a thought, before we get too far into the build, because Jay's already got pretty much one in. Give us a quick, I just realised we didn't say what coilovers you've actually gone for.
Right, I went for BC BR series. I did want to go for the RM series. However, they were £1,000 and I bought these second hand.
Yes.
As you can see on the condition, they're very, very good.
They look awesome.
They look pretty much brand new. So I got these for £640 off one of the boys on the club.
Yeah.
Big shout out to him, thank you very much. So yeah, we're just putting these all around. Obviously it's got dampening adjustment and
it's got everything you need
yeah,
in it.
exactly, yeah. So,
And there's a few other bits you've gone for, like the inverted track rod ends, which we'll get to, because I've never heard of inverted track ends before this.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think we'll get to that when...
Gone for Buddy Club RCAs. You can see the one down there with the boot on it. It's got a nice blue brand new gator.
Nice.
And as for the lower arms, I got Super Pro polybushed
Good stuff.
lower arms. So
Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to catch you because we're flying through this, so I just wanted to get a quick rundown. Yeah, Jay flies.
get into it.
thank you getting distracted for the camera.
I keep having to grab the camera. It's so handy having you here. So yeah, we'll be done in no time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Having fun?
Not really.
Having fun, Jay?
I was until the caliper bolts got missing, because you've been pulling bits off on my
I thought this is a good time to start recording.
Run it through the hole.
So I've just been backed at to get the camera rolling, so let's see what they're at.
Yeah, this one here is clear, as you can see. If you look in there, it's like the sleeve of it is still in the other hub.
So basically, for those who haven't seen the previous video, I had to try and dig out the remains of the ABS sensor, and there's still a bit
some
left
in
in there, is it?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can... have a look. Oh, I see. So there's still... What I thought was complete is apparently not. Blind myself. So, yeah, for anyone who's looking to do this, as Jay said, that looked like it was all out, but it's not. It's still like a plastic sleeve, so... ABS man strikes again.
I think I was just coming for a cup of coffee, yeah?
We did.
Right, so let me get some grease.
These can squeak.
Okay.
But the main reason, the main reason I grease them is just literally because the polybush is so tight in the cross member, you can just wiggle them in a bit, and if you need to move them, like...
If you're having trouble understanding Jay, don't worry, we do as well. We need to get a translator or something. Yeah, I could throw a few too. Quick update for you guys, as you can see, skirts are off, spoilers off, and they're going off to be painted.
Oh, exciting times.
It's one of those maybe like, oh yeah, get it painted, but now this is the first big step. It's actually going to get painted.
Yep, it's going to look a completely different car.
Yep. Have we told people what colour it is?
I told a couple of people, I haven't mentioned it.
Yeah?
Now, so.
Are we keeping it a secret?
Let's just say, stay in red.
But not just any red.
Not just any
It's going a very, very fast red.
Yes.
I think we have told a few people, so keep it to yourselves if you know. But yes, obviously not just paint, we are going with the livery and that as well.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Can't wait.
I almost forgot about these bits. The most important bits.
Yes. Things are going to make the biggest difference.
Yes. I'm really liking this, a lot more than I thought I would. I want to say as well, I'm always iffy with aftermarket body kits, mainly fiberglass.
Yes.
But this, you can see how flexible it is and the weight on it. You can just feel the quality. To me, it feels like really good quality.
Yeah, it'll look awesome on this.
So I'm hoping, for your sake, G, I'm hoping this goes on really well. They did say the fitment seemed spot on, so fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, oh, Jesus, fall down the hill.
Jesus, fell down the hill.
Right, thank you very much, G.
Once I get to the top road.
Really appreciate your help, man.
Yeah.
Really did help. And, well, yeah, we flew through it now, thanks to you. So it's just the rears to do, but always appreciate your help and keep us updated on the paint. I'm so excited. It's not even my car yet, but no, I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We've been at this for so long, I have no idea when the last update was or what we were doing. But at the moment, I've been cracking on with the rear. Kenny's been having a lovely job putting the front end together. I completely forgot it's not only coilovers, it is lower arms. He's done a couple of things at the front. In the rear shock the rear shock assembly I've just got off. So Kenny's just setting up the rear now, and that should go straight back on. Yeah, that's what she's did. Show us the goods. Very nice. Oh god, it is on its lowest setting.
It is, it's on the deck.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah, well I set the front up quite high this morning.
Yeah.
So obviously we got to try and work this one out now.
Again, I'm sure you guys know, Kenny, as much as he'd like to have a slam car, he is very limited to the ride height he can have, so we need to, I think, like everyone says, set him high and then we can always lower him.
That's the idea, yeah, because with my garage, I've got to have
a nightmare. Yeah.
It is, yeah. So I've written down what size they were from the wheel.
Kenny being Kenny, yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I can show you, this is Kenny being Kenny, which I absolutely love. He's worked out measurements from blah 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 to make sure it's the right height. My man! Oh, look at that! Dirty hands! For those disbelievers, yes.
Crew fell over!
Yeah. Shush! Very quick update. I have no idea where we left off, what I've told you. I can't remember what we told you guys, but it's been a long day. It's been a very long day, but let's have a look. This is all together, so we've obviously done a lot here. Snow wheels on, so we've done even more there. But, right, BCs are on, that's the main things. All back together with the new arms, blah blah blah, looking good. And basically, coilovers are all on. That's pretty much it. I think it's literally, we're putting it down.
Yeah, we're going to drop it down now. I can have a look at the hub ride height.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're not sure about at the moment. But it's a case of...
Yeah, these have really extended the front.
Yeah.
Made sure they're really high, but I can always...
Because they were low, weren't they? You said they were very, very low.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to... Well, we'll tune back in when we put it back on the wheels. It's wheels. So, as you can see, both side skirts are off. This looks hilarious now. After seeing it with the big wang. So obviously the original spoiler's off. The big wang is not being painted, but the factory one is. Other side skirt off. And she is basically, because he's still got to drive it down to J, so I think this is how it's going to stay at the moment. But Kenny's got the lovely job of scotching as much as he can, and thank God I'm in work, so I can't help him.
I fucked you off.
Ah, crap. Welcome to the much anticipated paint reveal on the EP3 track car.
Now, I know we've been teasing you guys a lot with this, but there has been good reason.
Yes, now the car's been painted for a while, but it's taken so much work to get it roadworthy. But I mean, without further ado,
let's just get into it.
Yeah,
wow, shorty making girls. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away. Like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime in my money back. Everybody wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go.
so here it is, and guess what? It's still red.
It is red. Now, we did tease that in the coilover video.
We did.
But It's a lot brighter than it was.
Yeah, first of all, let's tell them, because it is a very special red. Tell us what it is.
It is. It's Ferrari Rosso Red. Ooh. Obviously, Rosso does mean red, but that's what it says in the tin. But yeah, it's just very, very, very bright. Almost orange in some lights.
Ironically, we passed a Milano Red EP3. Now, Milano Red is what this car used to be.
Yeah, well, we'll open the door in a minute and show you the difference.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You can't see the difference,
but
obviously.
It's a hell of a difference. So I think you made a really good choice for this.
Yeah, we're really happy with the output. Like I said, we wanted to keep... We got a bit of a colour theme going on with all of our motors. So, yeah, there's a reason this is staying red.
Yes.
So, in a sec, it's about to be a big accident. Sheep don't give a...
Only in the valleys.
Yeah.
So, not only red, we need this car to stand out. There is a full livery coming, but one special thing. Give us a run through of the...
All right, well, Jay didn't want to... Well, he wasn't painting the bonnet, and I was a bit anxious, really, because he was like, right, we're not going to leave the bonnet, we're just going to wrap it. And I was thinking, oh. But he surprised me then. He painted it black, and he put a rainbow fleck in it.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, the sun's not out, so you can't see that. But yeah, it really does pop, and I really love it.
Yep. Same with the roof as well. The roof is actually wrapped by Jono.
Yes, it is. He came down the day I picked it up because, obviously, once again, the roof wasn't painted, so we wanted it to really stand out, ready for this video for you guys.
Yes.
So yeah, he came down and wrapped it. You know, he's done the mirror cap on the other side as a trial.
Oh yeah.
And we are doing the mirror cap on this side as well. But yes,
like we said, this is basically how it's going to look. Oh no, sorry, Llandow. It is going to be done, but this is just done for now. This, like I said, we just wanted to get the reveal done. Yeah. And me being the awesome person I am, these are the wings I bought. I really think that these have made a hell of a difference.
They have, yeah. They really make it look meatier on the front, don't they? Now, I got to paint them grills black. I think we said we're going to do.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, this is by no means finished. But also a big thing, if you haven't seen the other video, oh no, this is going to be in this video. We got so many videos. The wheel reveal. We did tease these again. Now, you guys, we did put the vote out and it was bronze.
Yeah, now, someone said to me yesterday, actually, they were like, oh, white won. And I was like, no, it didn't. It had one more vote on the Facebook page, but the YouTube channel we also put on the community.
Yes.
So it was bronze, that one.
So we took
just to clear that up.
Yeah, we took into account everything. And I do want to say fair play to Kenny. He was on about painting the original wheels bronze, and because he wanted to go new wheels, not only did he look for new wheels and he was limited there, but because these guys voted bronze, you had to go bronze, so he stuck to his word. Exactly. Respect for that.
Yes.
Even more... Actually, very quickly, what are they? The Bowler
B15s.
Bowlers seem to be very popular.
They are, yeah. Now, the CSRs I've seen on a few Civic Type Rs, but I've never seen the B15s. And Dan also said that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen these.
No.
Even more special, we should have turned the wheels.
Yeah,
these amazing... AR1s. I cannot wait to see what you think of these on track, because I'm really considering these for the MX-5 as well.
Yeah.
So let's roll out. Like I said, we haven't done like the Type R sticker because this car is going to be covered in a livery. This thing just looks crazy and crazy every time I see it. Everyone loves the wing.
We're starting to tie in now, because obviously the rear bumper that you picked up, it also goes a bit more with that now.
Because it did look a bit naked when it was just the spoiler and nothing else, I will admit. But this has just made the back end so much more aggressive and more race car like, there we see.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it's got like the rear diffuser style now.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and also Jay painted that to give it the two-tone.
Yeah, that's another thing, yeah. Because like we keep saying, we wanted this to be a bit different. And I challenged you, when you said you were buying an EP3, I was like, oh, here we go. You have to make it different. I'm like, God, you're on your way. You're going in the right direction. Really wish the sun was out, because you'll see Jay's signature of the sparkle.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, saying that, there are a lot of people we need to thank, and I think that was a good time to do it.
Yeah, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to Jay, because not only did he paint the car, I was supposed to prep it, but I was having a few issues with my dailies.
Yes, yeah.
But in all fairness, he just said, look, just drop it up. And the 5 days extra I was going to have it, he already had it in primer.
Yes, yeah, I mean...
So I can't thank him enough for what he's done with this and for us, do you know what I mean?
Now, like we've always said, I'm going to flip it around. Kenny's not one to really show emotion, and even to the point when you drove it home, Jay was messaging me, he's like, oh, is he really happy with it? Honestly, Matt, he is over the moon, and he cannot believe the work you put into it. Like you said, he was going to prep it, he was pulling his hair out with his daily, so that's the reason he couldn't help you. I just realised, we don't even know what the daily is yet, do we?
No.
So that's another one to come, stick around for that.
Yeah, but also, one thing with Jay is he works, full-time as well.
Exactly.
So he was just cracking on and getting this done, and considering I said to him, it's a track car, don't worry about it. It's fantastic. I mean, the finish.
And he told us to say, please tell people it is, because we didn't so much rush him, but we said, look, it's a track paint job. Don't go whole hog on it.
No.
So, but we're still blown away by it, man,
it
honestly.
looks, you know, it's amazing. It's much better than I could have anticipated.
Yes.
So,
Jono, we need to say, obviously, so glad
Yeah.
we're building a relationship with this lovely man, because we're going to be working with him a lot.
That's Jono Design Studio.
Yep.
He's having this in the week before Llandow. So come down there.
Already done the roof, as we said, and the spoiler, just little things. He went above and beyond and continued it there, because it did look a bit odd with the red spoiler.
Yeah, definitely.
Who else?
We got him. We've also got some stickers on the back. One Day Motorsport for doing the gearbox for me with the race diff and the 5.3 final drive. Rival Motorsport, that's Sam at Rival. Every time I messaged him, I was like, look, man, I need this part. He was on it, and he got it done for me straight away.
Yep.
I've ordered some stuff through Tegua. Once again, massive thank you to them.
Yep.
TGR.
Yep.
We have got something else going in later from
Yes.
them. Once again, massive thank you.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Yes,
Fair play to them.
and just obviously the hard race parts that we got on, I just liked the sticker, so I stuck that on too.
Yes. So that is, I think that about covers it for the reveal.
Yeah, and, sorry,
Go on.
one last thank you is Sean at Auto Performance Garage, because
yes.
this literally came out 2 days ago.
Yeah, you haven't even driven it properly.
No, this is the first time we've taken it out. He managed to get everything on it for me, the sump, you know, the suspension setup.
Yes,
yeah, it's just lots and lots he's done,
everything.
but we'll go through that later on.
Yes. Well, we'll give you a little teaser of what it drives like. So as you can see, it still puts a smile on both of our faces, but I think, like I keep saying to you, this thing is going to come alive on track.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just cannot wait to see it all done. Even seeing it now, I wish the sun was out, because you cannot see how bright this colour is.
The colour really pops. One more thing, quick.
Oh, yes.
There's the old colour.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys can
There's
see
the new colour
on the camera. The thing is, the camera makes everything look great. Take our word for it. Those of you that know Milano red will know it is more of a darker red.
But when you see this in the flesh, you will see it.
Yes. I think we have got some photos in the sun, but also, yeah, you've probably seen that video by now. We've got the new seats in as well.
Today we're tackling seats. These might just be temporary though. Aha.
Yes.
But a deal came up on a set of FN2 Type R seats, which are very nice.
Yes, very good.
They got slightly bigger bolster, so we're going to swap these over today and see what the seating position's like and see how comfy and supportive they are.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Let's check them out.
As most of you are probably aware, EP3 seats I find are really supportive anyway. Good balance of comfort and supportive.
Yes.
But you got very lucky with these, so...
I did, yeah. Now, the EP3 are facelift seats, hence they're red.
Ah, very nice ones, yeah.
Yes, and we got a little surprise for you.
Yeah, they're going in something a bit special as well. But basically, Kenny was, obviously we're building the race car you see behind you there. You were going to go for bucket seats, but like I said, these came up at a very good price that we couldn't say no to. And an added bonus...
They already came out of an EP3.
Yes!
So, the brackets and everything are already in place, so it's just bolt them in, no messing around.
I've heard more than one person say that they don't like the seating position on the FN2 seats. This is what I'm really curious about, because they just look so much more comfortable.
Yeah, they have. But what I've already done, just before Drew turned up, because I get very impatient.
So impatient.
I've already put the driver's one in.
Yes.
Now, I've done this just purely so you guys can see the difference between the two in the car.
But we haven't sat in them or anything yet, because we want to keep that for camera.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is one of the main things. Just want to see them side by side. I mean, visually, obviously, opinions are subjective. I think these look so much better.
They do, yeah. I also, obviously, you can see the difference in the shoulder support, etc.
Yes.
You know, they are bigger, these bolsters are
I
bigger.
do think they're going to be more comfy. It is,
Yeah.
everyone says they seat too high, so I'm very curious of this. One thing we did say, hold on a sec.
Yes.
One thing that Kenny mentioned straight away was the difference in the weight.
Yeah, now I've lifted these two up and I thought that was one hell of a difference.
I'm used to bucket seats.
Yeah, so they're heavy anyway, yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god.
See what I mean?
I mean, you can...
Yes.
They're actually quite like the standard seats. That's a very noticeable difference.
It really is.
Wow.
Now, I think the difference of these is, obviously, being out of a newer car, they do have airbags and stuff in these seats compared to these standard.
That makes sense.
So, nevertheless, though, I know we're trying to save weight, but like I said, these are maybe a temporary thing. Bruce really likes them. He does approve. So, yeah, let's have a look at him in the car.
Yes, let's do it. Ah, the joys of having a dog. Sorry, I just want to say very quickly, this looks absolutely phenomenal now. It's amazing coming out. Seeing it in all the glory with the new paint. the wing back on the rear end, and the wheels and tyres. I'm sure you guys will agree, the tyres, I love a chunky setup now.
Yes.
Maybe we're getting old, but it looks awesome. So this is how they look in the car. And I gotta say, even though I am convinced they look so much better.
They do, yeah. Now the proof is in the pudding. So
Yeah.
let's see if I actually fit.
Sit your buttocks in there.
Oh, you're gonna notice a difference. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh.
Wow, good. Obviously, wow, good.
Really,
Yeah.
really good. Otherwise, you'd be like, But no, honestly, the support already, especially
really?
at the top half, yeah.
Ooh.
And you can feel the side bolsters are big. Obviously, I'm a big guy anyway.
I'm glad you said it.
But I
Yeah.
literally wedge in these, and I can feel
Hey.
a bit of movement in them. Obviously, they are reclinable.
Yeah, they're not fixed,
So,
unfortunately.
but even that, oh my god.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you have a
Happy
little,
days.
sit and see what you think.
They look so much more modern. Oh, what? Oh my god. Just for standard seats, there's a lot more bolstering and support than I thought there was going to be.
It really is.
Like I said, the EP3 ones, they do feel, oh, you are supported, but these are hugging me. And
another
even me, I'm a lot slimmer than you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I may have to vaz myself up and jump in.
I was to say, obviously, they are comfy.
I am snug in them.
Yeah. Wow.
But they are nice, yeah.
I'm starting to love this car, man. That is awesome. But let's get them both in. I want to see what they both look like now, because that looks amazing. Watch the fresh paint. That's all I'm watching. So that's the other seat out. Like we said, fortunately guys, Kenny got really lucky with this because they are on the EP3 rails. Now, the FN2 rails are completely different, am I right in saying?
I think so, yeah. These have obviously been welded, new brackets.
Yep. Oh, okay, yeah, now they're scratched.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just a note guys, you will have to sort out or adapt your current rails if you are going down this route.
Yeah,
but
Dan,
come on.
one of our subscribers has bought some, and I had to send him pictures of these because he doesn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how he gets on.
Accelerate helping you out, alright. Also really helps if you don't live on the edge of a cliff.
Richard.
Fair play, you lifted that all on your own.
I used to work on my youth.
This is what I do. See, I am helping though.
No, you are opening the door.
What do you think, Bruce? FN2 or EP3? Yeah, no, I'd get an S2000 as well. So this is our luck with cars. These are on EP3 rails. They came out of an EP3, and it still doesn't quite line up. Kenny's got to get his magic tool. So both the seats are in, and I think you'll agree, aesthetically they pass the test.
Yes, they do.
But, so they're nice to sit in, everything like that, but like you said, I think the main thing is now we need to get out on the road and see how they feel out on the road.
Yeah, let's do it.
So like we said, the initial comfort of the seats, I really like. There's a good amount of bolstering, but this is where they should come alive.
Wow. They really do make a difference.
Yeah?
Yeah. But it's the top support more than anything.
Yeah.
Like the top of your lumbar, I suppose.
Okay.
It's all up here, you know, it's so much more supportive.
Yeah, because even from the passenger seat.
Yeah, I haven't gone, you know, I'm pretty solid in these seats and I bang on, to be honest.
Quite well, yeah.
Really, really well, yeah.
So before we finish out the seat video, thought we'd, there's another addition that we've just put in, or Kenny's just put in.
I've just put in.
So we thought we'd check in this video as well. Look at that.
Yeah, and
God, that's loud.
it is loud, isn't it? I can't remember it being that loud. It must be a more powerful switch.
So we've got TGR's lovely Alcantara dished steering wheel with
Titanium red bolts.
Yes, they are actually titanium bolts.
They are.
Now, obviously we haven't driven all of this, but that looks awesome. And it's going to be a lot more grippy with the suede.
This is it, yeah, exactly. Now, I just want to say a massive thank you to Adam, because he sorted me out with the bolts and the steering wheel.
Yes.
And just, if you need anything like that, check him out. Honestly, his products are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and Adam himself, I mean, just what a guy.
Yes.
even hooking us up with some stickers as well.
Yep.
So yeah, always happy with this stuff.
I want to jump in and have a little
Oh
look.
yeah, you haven't even felt it yet, so...
Ooh. It's a bit closer to me than I was hoping.
Yes,
but
it's very dished. But...
yeah, but it actually feels lovely. There's so much grip on it now.
Yeah.
So, yes, I like that.
I think we're happy with that.
Looks cool.
It looks cool as well, yeah. The fact that it's titanium as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that'll do it for the seat and the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Because we're happy with the seats.
Yes,
Very happy
we
with
love the seats.
So anyone that's running them, like we said, the common thing seemed to be that the FN2 seats were very high, or they sit very high. I disagree with that, and I think Kenny disagrees with that.
I think it feels exactly the same as
Oh, there we are then. Yeah.
me anyway. I can't
Yeah, so highly recommend the seats. There is a bit of fabrication work you'd have to do, as with most seats when you're swapping them, but definitely worth it. Look at that, I think he's very happy with that. You join us in the EP3!
Dynoed at 282.
Bouncing off a limiter.
That's why I built this thing.
It is a bit sketchy, like, don't you dare! Oh man! Now this may seem a bit odd, but we've done so much work on this car and we've realised we haven't done like a full run through the mods. People have been asking about the mods, so we thought the best way to do it is to do what we do best and do a full feature, so let's
Here it
get
is.
stuck in.
Let's do it.
Never say never. You'll be my pleasure.
So guys, you join us inside the EP3. I cannot believe we are literally going through a heat wave and we picked the one day where it's freezing outside.
Well, I chucked it down yesterday and now it's freezing. But
yeah, so this is why I've been inside, but
yes,
what we're going to do now is give you a run through of the mod list. Kenny's had to get his phone up because the mod list on this thing is, I don't think people appreciate.
It's very extensive, yes. So we're going to start with the main stuff.
Engine, right?
Engine, it's obviously a stock block K20. It dynoed at 282 at BD Performance.
Yep.
Reason being, it has stage 2 Skunk 2 cams. I don't know what stage 2 are, but I remember Dan Lawrence said they're a step up from his, so obviously.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we know they're good.
Yeah, Skunk 2 springs and retainers, and it's also had the head skimmed.
Yes.
It's got a hybrid racing cold air intake, K-tuned fuel rail, RC440 injectors,
Nice.
port and polished 70mm chrome RBC inlet,
Wow.
70mm Skunk 2 throttle body and adapter. It's got the solid fab big bore manifold and catback exhaust system with an O2 90-degree spacer fitted. Air assist valve bypass.
What?
Yes. Also has I've just fitted a spoon radiator cap. It's had a genuine timing kit fitted as well at the beginning of this year.
Oh, nice.
2022, January. It's got a K Pro V4 mapped ECU by JCal.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go on to a couple of the other things now. I think that's pretty much it engine-wise.
Yep.
Bowler B15s, 17 by 8.
Yes. What are they wrapped in?
NS2, no, they're not NS2.
Don't you dare!
They were, that's because I'm reading off
Yes.
this. Right, they're AR1s. I went with,
Nankang AR1.
yes, now I went with 215 because I was originally sticking with the original wheels. But I should have gone 225. Really?
Yeah, but
we'll, yeah.
And I just want to say, for those that don't know, even comparing them to NS2Rs, AR1s I think are literally borderline the most semi-slick tyre you can get that are legal, that
You
are
can
road
see
legal.
that. I don't know how they're road legal.
I know, there's hardly any tread pattern, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah,
Cannot
definitely.
wait to see what they're like.
Yeah, so we got suspension-wise now, BC Racing PR Series coilovers. It's got a solid rack slider, poly exhaust hangers, hard race camber arms, hard race camber bolts. It did have hard race tie rods, but we just had originals fitted because I've just put hard race inner tie rods on, which they were adjustable. Aftermarket shifter cable bushes, poly bush gearbox and engine mounts, hard race ball joints. Now I've just done the Super Pro poly bushes on the lower arms, and the RCA's Buddy Club.
And he kept saying RCA's, that's not rear control arms, which I thought they were.
No, it's not. It's roll center adjusters, they're called. Yeah, so we've done the brakes as well now.
Oh yeah, yes.
So
I'm forgetting of all
that's
this
what I mean.
stuff,
We've got Godspeed discs, PBS Pro race pads.
They're awesome as well.
With HEL braided lines.
Yes.
Yeah, so
as in performance-wise.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's it.
We've probably still missed something.
So, yeah, this is it. So
let's stress. You guys have probably seen it when he bought it originally. Just picture a standard Milan Red EP3 with really bad paintwork.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Visually, it was completely standard when he bought it, wasn't it?
It was.
Far from that now. Visually, give us a quick run through.
Well, we've started with the front end. We've done the speed holes where the number plate recess is with the Tegwa canards.
Yep.
Also drilled a hole for the cold air intake, so it takes air directly in.
Yep.
Vented front wings, thanks to Drew.
Yeah.
I think we still need to put a little spacer on the front.
I said this. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. So we are working on the fitment. Don't worry.
Yeah, so rear bumper as well. We're not sure what that is, but it's got a rear diffuser.
Let's see if I can pop it up.
Still looks cool.
But it's it's not just some cheap fiberglass thing. The reason I went for it was because it
is plastic.
But yeah,
that's what I was just going to butt you in with then.
I mean, it's not some cheap fiberglass thing. It is a good quality plastic one. That's what I went for.
Yeah, and we also got the Tegwa style rear wing on.
Oh, was it? I didn't see that.
Yeah, nobody might notice that. With a big X brace in the back. Yeah. So yeah, we've since I've had it. I don't think I've stopped modifying it.
No, in the short time you've had it, you've barely driven it because it's had so much work done on it.
Yeah.
And that's what we said about the paint reveal. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. But we didn't mean to tease you guys that long, but it has taken this long to get it to this point. But now I think it is ready.
Didn't mention that as well. If you haven't seen that, it's Ferrari Rosso Red.
Yes, Rosso Red. We're going to say that with the accent as well. So this is a track car. For those that don't know, we were building this as a track car. It is going on track very soon.
As you can see, there's nothing in the back
stripped
at all.
out as well. But I think we should go for a drive.
Let's go. Yeah, rambled over enough now. So
the diff.
Ooh,
didn't mention a different gearbox.
Didn't mention a different gearbox. That's true. Yeah, so it's got a 5.3 final drive with a M Factory race pack diff in it as well. Also, we changed a couple of synchros just to make sure they're nice and fresh. The parts. It's mental.
It's the way this thing bangs through the gears, which I'm sure you'll see on the when we get out on the road. But let's
just go now. Yeah, let's go.
My stomach running then. I'm turning now. That's mad. The tyres picking up the stones. God. This thing is a weapon now.
Insane, isn't it?
Well, I was going to say, you joined us in the EP3, but looks like we're getting straight into it. Yeah, so I was going to say, right, let's have a talk about, I mean, that's what this car's all about, is bouncing off a limiter, and I've got to say, the confidence now, even from the passenger seat.
On the old suspension, I always used to say, it's hard to describe. When you used to try and put into a corner, it used to bounce on the corner, whereas now it's just, you hit that bend and it's just flat. It's just no drama. So it gives you that extra confidence. And the tyres, the NS2Rs, I know you're running them.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
They're not the best, but then they're not considered the highest of the...
they're not. They're entry slicks.
And they're good for what they are.
Yes.
These, not bearing in mind, we're on mountain roads, which are covered in gravel, stuff like that, so it's not the best. And you're never going to get the right amount of heat.
No.
These tyres, as you probably saw.
But
like we keep saying, this is built as a track car. On track, this is going to be phenomenal. But my God, I could not stop smiling then. And that's what I said, that is what it's all about.
That's why I built this thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just,
And I wish you guys could feel how it was before, because it's a million miles from where it was. I mean, it was a good car when you bought it.
It was, but oh my God, it was gravel though. It's going to chuck everywhere. But it is a different car, and just the whole package now works.
Yeah.
I just cannot wait to get this in Llandow.
Yeah. It's got my adrenaline pumping. It's crazy.
Same.
So I think that's another thing we didn't mention.
What's that?
The FN2 seats, which you literally just put in.
That's true, yeah.
Right, yeah, so first impressions. Luckily we have been in a couple of EP3s, and that shifter, it did have a ball shifter on it. Now he's gone for a longer one.
It does feel like the throw's longer because of that.
Yeah, but it
it's
feels
more engaging.
Yeah, it feels more precise. Ooh.
Yes.
I am so excited for these. We know how fun these cars are in standard form. This thing is just
Far
a
from it.
little weapon. Ooh. The clutch is very, God, it's very eager, isn't it? It just wants to go.
That's the difference with this one.
Let's have some fun. I had to lift the limiter. Oh, I know I keep saying it, but my God, the gearing. Oh, the crossover. Oh, man. This is why I love Hondas. This is why I love the K-Series. Oh, this is everything.
It's the pickup in this one though. It's there straight away as soon as you touch a throttle. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
and considering they're known for having no torque, that's why you have to rev the nuts. You have to drive them. Like you said, the one thing I will say is that diff can be on these roads can be quite like, oh right, yeah, you have to be awake.
Yeah, you're really fighting with it sometimes.
Yeah, 'cause even going up the hill, it's pulling. So you really got to grab this thing by the balls and show it who's boss.
You have, yeah. Obviously, on a track, it's going to be different.
Hopefully it will be, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it will, like we were saying off camera, on roads like this, you're always thinking about traffic, you're always thinking what's going to happen. On track, yeah, sheep,
There's some horses up there, you know?
Definitely, but on track, you can literally focus on what the car's doing, how you can improve your driving and things like that.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
I'm going to slow down because we've got a nice open bit by here that I just want to have one more little blip because this thing's addictive, man.
I know. Yeah, squealy brakes.
Like a musical instrument.
Yeah.
So even from sec, right, we'll start off VTEC. Oh man! Oh dude! That's so impressive.
Check out the brakes.
I don't know why I was scared to go near him then. I'm going nowhere near the red line, I just realised. This is sheep.
Sheep, yep.
Oh, sorry, I gotta stop shouting. This is just an absolute raw experience.
Like you said, you're going nowhere near the rev line because your brain keeps telling you, change.
You've gotta
this
keep
revs,
it.
I believe, the 9.2. So,
It's like that. Oh, okay, messed up. But the rev, the downshift, and the crossover is insane.
yeah, it really is.
Oh, see? Oh, I've driven this car for 2 minutes and I already feel really connected to it.
Very engaging to drive, and it's rewarding as well.
Yeah, God, it is a bit sketchy. Like I said, I knew then not to go full throttle, but
As I said, it does. You are fighting with it, you know.
Yeah.
But it does try and pull it around a bit. Like I said, it's these roads. They're so uneven and so bouncy.
Like I said, I'm not going to judge you for that, but I think so far, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. For those that don't know, Ken, you've just come from an Evo 7. It was a really good example of an Evo. 400 brake, more torque than you knew what to do with.
Yeah.
So this is why I didn't think you were going to love this as much as you do.
Yeah, exactly. Now I had a TTRS before the Evo, and that thing was over 500
It
brakes.
was even faster.
I prefer driving this for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just.
Again, my hands hurt when I was gripping the steering wheel because you've. Like I said, that's the main thing is with a car like this, you've got to show it who's boss. You've got to be very aware of what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to. I don't want to say easier to drive.
Yeah.
But you've got to be very right. If you're going to home this thing, you've got to be awake.
Yeah, you have, definitely. I totally agree with you.
So driving around a bit now, there's a couple of things I do want to say. I'm going to try and be brutally honest. The thing that surprised me, and again, it may be unfair because I'm comparing it to my MX-5 that we both agree is a phenomenal setup.
Yeah.
The turning is not as direct as I...
Keep going.
Yeah. It's not as direct as I maybe thought it would be.
Yeah, I do totally agree with you. Now, everyone knows with an EP3 it has electronic steering.
That's what it is.
Yes,
right.
The MX-5, you haven't even got power steering, so everything is, and you've got a quicker rack on it.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you there.
Okay.
I don't like the steering input on this.
Oh, okay. Like I say, it's not bad, but I was just expecting it to be a bit.
I would
more
hope it'd be quicker. Now, I know you can put the DC5 hydraulic rack on these, so that is something I will look at doing in the future, because I would like it to have a quicker rack.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know when I'm going to drive this car next. I got to wear it. It's changing gear. That is, I cannot believe that's probably my favourite thing is how you can change gear, and it's just.
It's just.
Sorry if I'm ragging over that.
No, it's no different than what I would do.
Welcome to Llandow Circuit.
Yes, now we're here today on our first track session with the both cars.
First full track day.
Yes, with the Civic and the MX-5.
The Civic is in a very good place at the moment, so yeah, this is the first time really tested it.
Yeah, I haven't even driven it much since I've had it.
So this is a big day for the Civic, big day for Kenny because this is first session, the first time I've driven here on Llandow. I haven't really driven the MX-5 much, so this should be interesting. First time with both of us on track.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all happening around us, so I think it's.
And check the weather out.
Yeah,
Couldn't get any better.
Yes, so let's get stuck in.
Let's have a go.
First things first, as usual, sound testing. I believe Llandow's sound limit is 105 decibels, and to our surprise, all three cars passed. After a lot of waiting around, we headed out on track. Me in my now naturally aspirated 1.8 MX-5, Kenny in his naturally aspirated 282 brake horsepower EP3 Civic, Jay in his competition drift spec E36, and Matt in his Astra H SXI with a funky twist. Wait till we see what's under the bonnet of this thing. So we started off with some warm-up laps to get a feel for the track and get some heat into the cars. We didn't rig up any in-car cameras as we thought this was going to be a tame session, until I started pushing the grip limits of the MX-5 and maybe having a bit too much fun. Followed by Kenny overtaking way more cars than I thought he would, and Jay also getting a bit too enthusiastic and sending the Beamer sideways. While the adrenaline's pumping.
Buzzing, that was class. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Better or worse than you thought?
Much better, man. The car was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
As I said, as the laps were going on, it was just, I loved it.
It's a good track, isn't it? It's good fun, and I can see some smoke coming from there, from the tyres. Well, from the brakes.
Yeah,
so he's obviously done it well.
Oh, honestly, everything about it was bang on.
Yeah, wicked.
Loved it. So I'm still shaking now.
Yeah, fair play. Whew. So I gotta say, very quickly, very proud of you, cuz, because it's first time out.
2 sessions in.
2 sessions in, and he's cooked them.
Yeah.
My man. Yes. It's still sticky. So we've had the warm-up session now. We didn't hook the cameras up, mainly because we just wanted to get Kenny comfortable with being on track. And to be honest, it's my first time at Llandow, so it's always a bit nerve-wracking. I wish we did put the cameras on because it was such a good session. Kenny was absolutely flying out there, and as you can see when he came off track, he was buzzing. I do want to say a massive thank you. We've had so many people down here, our subscribers and stuff, and people we've never met before, so we've made new friends already. So we've both completed, well, we've done 2 sessions now, haven't we?
2 sessions, yes.
This thing is absolutely incredible. Just seeing it from behind, because let's face it, I'm not overtaking you. I will admit that. But seeing it out on track has been amazing. The MX-5 is just still blows me away. I still love that thing.
It looks awesome on track anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So even better now, I'm going to experience what the Civic is like, because I've said just looking at this thing is insane.
Well,
so
I've just rotated the wheels front to back. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Which one did you say this one?
That one's quite. That was the rear left.
That's quite tame.
That one's not too bad, is it?
No. I gotta say,
melty here, but
if you remember, guys, this is the first time Kenny's not just at Llandow, the first time he's been on track ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I hope he gets some heat in the tyres. He is really not holding back. there was one of them, there were chunks missing.
Yeah, we had to literally peel stuff off it now because
there was a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hats off to him, but I just cannot wait now. We're both going to jump in the Civic and see what it's all about.
Yeah, let's go.
Woohoo! Right, guys, here we go.
Get some warmth in these first.
Yeah. The way it pulls through the corners, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. And it's nice having power going down the streets. Agile, isn't it? Yeah, oh yeah. It's the way it does it, just pulls through the corners. And even the power level, such a nice power level. Wow, what a car, and fair play, what a driver. I always knew you could drive, but it's nice seeing you in a track environment. I gotta say, that was just the way this thing pulls out of the corners. That's what was impressing me. Do you know the back section?
Yeah.
From the last chicane, the way you can plant it through there, left, right, all the way around the corner, it just goes.
I know, it just pulls itself around.
Yeah.
It's honestly, the feedback and everything it gives you is phenomenal.
The diff is doing its job. The only thing, it's mad, even from the passenger seats, comparing it to the MX-5, you can see the input is not as sharp.
Yeah, it's not as quick a rack as yours. That's the first.
I mean, it handles great, but that was the only thing I noticed. But my God, what a package! And like I said, in case you didn't hear me, the power level for this setup,
it's perfect, isn't it? But this track is phenomenal.
Yeah. What a good day.
Well happy, man.
But what we did notice is he's almost run out of fuel.
I came here with nearly a full tank this morning.
Mad.
So yeah, we just done 10 miles then, and it used over a quarter of a tank. My brakes are literally bellowing.
smoke. We better go and have a look.
Yeah, we gotta check them.
Hello world! Welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to a lay-by on the freaking M4 with a broken Civic!
Hey, Honda's reliable, man.
So, hang on, let me jump in, try and make it a bit quieter. Hang on. So, quick, sit rep. Me and Kenny were on our way to a car show in Bridgend hosted by Darren Last. Literally on our way down, I was in my car. We were basically going to meet at somewhere. I was going to jump in the Civic and then we were going to head down. As I was on my way down, Kenny gave me a call saying, "Oh my God, I've broken down, where are you?" So I've had to swing on, come back. Now luckily managed to get it off the M4 and we've managed to get it into a lay-by. But it turns out, well, let's go and have a look at what the issue is. He said there was smoke bellowing from under the bonnet.
Sorry, you've already changed it.
Capitalise on your pain. Why can't you buy a car that works?
I'd love to. really would.
So it's basically the pulley on the tensioner there.
Go slowly.
It was basically, it just rattled itself loose. Smoke everywhere, and he did the right thing and just pulled over straight away. Now, first thing Kenny did was post it on Facebook, and we've got to say, you guys are absolutely awesome. The amount of people that message us just saying, "Yeah, we'll be there now, no problem at all, I'm on my way, blah, 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 I've got the parts." We even had, oh, hang on. Wow, yeah, that's your problem.
Said it would be, I said it was something nasty. I didn't just stop anything.
Fair play, yeah, no, fair play. I should say, Kenny, yeah. So yeah, we had so many people messaging us, and did you get it from Nathan in the end then?
Nathan Nash. Thank you to Nathan Nash, Jordan Price, Kristen Morgan,
so
and
many
Dan
people.
Lawrence. Everyone
Yeah.
just get hold of it. Honestly, thank you so much, guys.
You guys are legend. We've always said we haven't got the biggest following yet, but the quality of the support we get from you guys is just absolutely unreal. And it's situations like this that really prove it. So yeah, so basically we filmed Nathan Nash's car yesterday. Such a nice guy, genuine guy, and he did say to us, if you ever need anything, yeah, let me know.
Yeah, he didn't think it'd be that soon.
Yeah, boy did we call him up on that. But straight away, he just literally, he said, yeah, I got the part here, we got, yeah. And there we are, as you can see. I mean, that literally, from the time of me putting the battery in the camera and setting it up, it's done. Boom! Yeah! I didn't even have to help, not that I would have, but first thing I thought when this happened was, let's shove a camera in Kenny's face. So yes, just want to say a big thank you to obviously Nathan Nash. Like you said, he said, anything you need, caller, let me know. As I say, we called him up on that, and he just said, yeah, I've got the part here. He even gave us the tools, because we're literally on the side of the M4. He gave us the tools and just said, yeah, bring them back whenever. So thanks to him. Yeah, we're a bit late, but we're on our way. So for anyone that's gone to the car show in Bridgend, I know a lot of people have gone there to see us. Kenny's getting a phone call. Anyone that's gone there to see us, we are on our way. You might be a bit late, but we are now on our way thanks to you lovely people. So yeah, for anyone, we had so many people driving past beeping. We had lots of people messaging us on Instagram saying, what's up, are you okay? So grateful for all you guys, but this should be, hopefully this will be the end of the video now, just us on our way. We've got our convoy. Thank you to Ashley, Liam. Thank you guys. Thank you to these guys again, coming down to help us. You guys are absolutely awesome. We always say it, but you guys really are.
Yeah, we're here today now to fit an Airwalker style front lip. Something it really needs, because at the moment it's like
It literally is like Kenny said, it's like that meme of the guy with the, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, we have already test fitted the lip, but then we sent it off to Jay to be painted, so now it's the exciting part of getting it back on.
Yeah, now always trial fit before you send anything off for paint, because it might take a little wiggle, so.
Especially with fiberglass.
Yes.
We'll explain all that when we get in, but
yeah, let's get
stuck
bumper
in.
off.
Gotta say, it's so nice being back in this garage.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It feels like ages. Right, so the first step.
Bumper off.
Yes.
It's easier because I've got the canards as well. We gotta try.
That's another question we will answer. What canards you say they were?
These are the Tegawa ones.
The Tegawa canards. We wanted to see if it would fit with the canards, because we really want to keep them.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So I've already undone the 3 or 4 bolts that hold this whole thing together.
Yeah, they don't just clip off like that normally.
No.
Fresh paint as well.
Yes.
I'm not giving them a hand.
I was just going to say,
camera,
it would really help if someone was here and they were here to help. It would be amazing, I gotta be honest. There we go.
We know this by now.
So there we go.
So as it sits at the moment, as you can see, this is a standard EP3 Type R lip, which actually looks quite good.
Nah,
but not as good. Not as good as this one.
So yeah, first thing to do is there's 2 screws either side, so we just take them off. There's usually clips behind you as well, but I've already taken all them off, so
yeah, during the test fitting.
Nice and easy.
Yes, let's get it off. So with the factory lip off now, you can see, I'm assuming because it was got tabs there.
Yeah, there's bolts behind it, I think, with some sort of fastener.
Oh, okay.
So
it's easy enough to get off.
Well, no, it wasn't.
Oh, right.
Yeah, some of them seized in, but yeah, I didn't want to
true.
changing it anyway.
Yeah. Now, we have already test fitted it, and by test fitting, if I remember right, it didn't take much manipulation to go on, did it?
No, it didn't. It was pretty good, to be honest.
But the main thing that we've got, obviously, we've got Tegawa canards, which are designed for the EP3, but we really want to fit the lip with the canards. We're pretty sure it's possible.
Yeah, let's try.
Anything's possible.
No, I need you to drop that camera and give me a hand, and we'll show you what it's like.
Right, so initial fitment. Very nice. Obviously, we started on this side.
Yeah,
the fitment looks really good.
It's
obviously,
not bad
we've
at
cut.
all, is it?
Yeah, obviously we've cut that. That's not factory.
No.
But so far,
so good.
Yeah. The only thing we need to do, obviously, that can tuck in a bit more there, is just now trying to line up or find a way to
get
line the canard. Wow. Okay.
Well, I was gonna
put some like silicone or something in there to hold this on.
Yeah.
But it's obviously got extra points now on the side. It's got 3 fixing points.
I really don't think that's going anywhere. And for those wondering, you can easily get the Tegawa canards. All you've done is drill a hole, obviously measure them out.
Yeah.
Drill the hole there.
And it works.
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that we can keep the canards. And already, you can see. And again, those of you that know Kenny and his really oddly placed garage is at the top of a mountain, so...
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Will this go out of the garage?
Yeah, that's the big thing. We couldn't get too much of a big lip because he struggles to get in the garage as it is. I was right there. But if you look, it looks a lot more aggressive. You can still see the standard rubber lip just there actually still protrudes, so fingers crossed. I reckon you should... It does come out a lot further here. But that's what the like at it. It's been a long day, fingers crossed. I probably should say, I came up in the morning to start this video, and I come all the way up here, so it's a good 40-minute drive, and realised I forgot the camera, which is one of the most important things when making a video, I've been told. And
That's true!
I literally grabbed the S2000 as well, just so I could get back up here quicker, so I think the sun's actually setting, so that's my bad. But anyway.
That's why I started polishing my wheels.
So the Airwalker style front lip is fibre. Oh, it's the first time we've seen it stood up. That looks so much more aggressive.
I haven't wanted to look at it yet.
Airwalker front lip is fiberglass. First of all, I want to say we're both quite impressed with the fitment on there. And the beauty of the EP3, because it has the factory lip, what Kenny's done is basically reuse all of the factory mounting holes. So he's literally tested it, measured it up, drilled the holes there. Obviously drilled a hole for the canard if you are going to run the Tegawa canards.
Yeah, at least new can be done.
Yeah,
and these Tegawa canards were fitted before, obviously we went for the skirt, so...
Yeah.
The only thing is, obviously, my hole is a little bit...
That's what she said. No,
weird.
Are they the only mounting points you've done then? Because this, like you said,
so
you were going to do...
Yeah, I was going to do a bit of masking. Sorry, mastic.
Yeah, but I really don't think it needs it.
It doesn't. It's bolted on with a canard. It's bolted in either side.
That is not going anywhere, but look at that.
That's so much better.
So much better.
It needed that.
Yeah.
Everything else, like with the rear end, the big wing.
Yes. Like you said, you nailed it with that meme. That is literally what it looked like. See, I helped. Nice. That was satisfying. Get out of the way. Yeah, that's so much. Obviously, it'll look even better with wheels and when it's on the floor. But let me know what you guys think. I think you should still get a little diffuser going all the way on there, just to make it look a bit more race car. Let us know what you think, guys.
Yeah.
There she is. What do you think?
I'm really happy with it. Do you know what? Since I've had it painted, since we've done everything else to it, it's just been missing that piece, haven't it?
I'm not gonna lie, I kept on to Kenny's. Once he done, the rear end looked really aggressive with the spoiler, the rear bumper and everything. The front just really was missing something, and it does look so much better.
It really does. I'm so happy with it.
And the main thing with you, like I said, clearance-wise, this is probably
it's
notable
good.
for anyone who's thinking of doing it. It can't be that much lower than a standard one.
I don't think it is, because you've got the rubber lip on the bottom anyway.
Yeah.
You can still see that just.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So I think anyone who's considering looking for it, it says Airwalker style. There are a few available. I mean, for the money, fitment-wise, we've had a lot of dealings with fiberglass in the past that have been an absolute nightmare.
It's not bad at all, is it? Do you mean, it fits pretty well. It just finishes, like I said, that's why people don't like the pre-facelift, because the front bumper looks terrible. And it does. It looks
doesn't it?
crap. It
It
looks
does
more
look naked.
stock.
Yeah.
It looks like an SI, you know what I mean? It doesn't look...
Yeah. Doesn't look like a Type R. And
No.
for those, like we said, for those joining us for the first time, this is Kenny's 282 brake horsepower NA naturally aspirated EP3. We have got a lot of videos on this, including it on track, as this is a dedicated, well, a road legal track car.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's really coming together now.
I'm so happy with it. We got so much more planned though, so stay
yeah.
tuned. We got a lot coming this winter for it.
With winter coming up now, like I said, a lot of people are taking their cars off the road. We're doing the same. We've also got an MX-5 that we're building as well, that we are going to be boosting. Actually going to weigh the car before and after.
We're at a weigh bridge. Strip as much weight out of it as I could.
Why attack? The big spoiler.
Everything. Say hello. Back at the weigh bridge. Now I'm really surprised with that.
Shut the front door.
Now when I first bought the car, the plan from day one was a full track build. So the plan was to strip as much weight out of it as I could.
So we wanted to do it properly. Basically what we're going to do for you guys and for us is to measure it before and after, because as Kenny said, a lot of people strip parts out, weigh the parts. We're actually going to weigh the car before and after to make it that bit more accurate.
We're at a weigh bridge just to get it, very, very accurate reading.
We don't have rear seats here, but I've been on the owners club and one of the lovely people on there has given me the weight of the rear seat assembly. So let's not waste any more time, let's get over to the weighbridge. So my old man has kindly agreed to take it on for me, so just so I can do a little bit of filming for you. This would be quite funny actually, to see if he can actually get it in gear. Oh, he done well. So we're actually going to get a print off of this as well, so we can relate back to after we've stripped the car to see exactly what we can get out of it, if any. So here we have it. The weight of the EP3 without the rear seats is 1200 kilograms exactly. And as you can see, she's there on the weighbridge. So what we're going to do now is see if we can try and get that down to a... I'd like to try and get it down to 11, but we shall see. Now, as you can see, I have literally taken everything I can out of it. And even to make it tidier, I've done a wire tack on the rear boot lid, what I could.
Fair play.
Wire tack all this side as much as I could, because obviously all the wiring used to run on the outside. Now, I know it's supposed to be on the inside of the car, because if you have an accident, it crushes it, electric, but I will be putting a cut off.
Just don't crash!
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I did it right, but yeah, you are putting a cut off in there.
Yes, so as you can see, the roof liner, everything, rear seatbelt, assembly, just literally everything I could, even the
no
aerial.
sun visors or anything. Aerial, yeah,
even the aerial I'm going to be taking off. I've got a blank for it. So I know that's nothing, but the wire that runs all the way through is coming out. Obviously going to be putting harnesses in. The cage has to go in as well at some point.
We've got the cage. Obviously we've got a different bumper. Like I said, the big spoiler. I'm really curious.
I'm really interested, because what we're going to do as well is we'll do it at the what stage it is now, and then when I get the cage in and the different seats, we'll put it back on and try it again. See if I can get any more weight out of it, because I want to take the door cards and stuff off as well. So
oh yeah, he's going all out on this. So yeah, yeah, I'm so curious.
Yes.
Bruce,
Say hello.
no.
So here we are back at the weighbridge. The old man's doing me the courtesy of driving it on here for me, so you guys can see it. Exactly the same one as last time. I'm going to go that side so you can see the actual... Yeah. There she is. I just said, just watch our front skirt, because she's a bit lower than it was, and he's now nervous. You're right. So there we have it. She's on the weighbridge. So we'll go in now, get the ticket, and see what she weighs. So as you can see on the old one, I think you can just about make it out. It is an older ticket. 1200 kilos, and that was on the 5th of April 2022. And we've managed to get 60 kilos out of it. 60! Now I'm really surprised with that, because like I said, the seats are a lot heavier than the originals. I know I've stripped all the plastics and stuff out, but 60 kilos! That's insane. So we're going to give Andrew a quick call now and see what he reckons it was, and see his reaction basically. So here we go, I got Drew on the line. Say hello, Drew!
Hello, Drew!
There he is. Right. So yeah, it's just been on the weighbridge. 1200 kilos last time. I once again tanked tanked the car. Yeah, what would you think I'd have taken out of it? Like, bearing in mind, like I said, we've taken the plastics out. Seats are pretty heavy. What would your guesstimate be?
Well, my guess for the weight at the moment, I've been thinking about it all day. It's such a hard one, but I'm just going to say, I reckon it's still around the 1200 kilo mark, because those seats were that heavy.
I know.
I'm going to stick with about 1200 kilos.
So you reckon we haven't got anything out of it?
No, I reckon it sort of balanced itself out.
Right, okay. So what if I was to tell you it now weighs 1140?
Shut the front door.
60 kilos we got out of it already.
That's insane, because honestly, considering, like we said in the intro, we've got the spoiler, you've got the AR1s, all the other stuff we've added, and those seats. So you can,
yes.
I mean, those seats you'll save God knows how many kilos in that.
I know, these seats got to be 30 kilos each.
What?
Would you say that? Because the average seat is 18 to 20 kilos. These are one of the heaviest seats I've ever felt.
It's full of cement or something, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, man, we've got 60 kilos out of it. So, that's crazy, right?
More to come. If we can definitely get it below 11 then.
I think so. I definitely think so. That's going to be a challenge, but...
pushed you even more to strip you more right now.
I said that. I'm like, yeah, I need to get it down more now. But so yeah, man, we're over the moon with that.
Happy days.
Yes. So yeah, I'll leave you there. I got to drop the camera back to you now because you got to get this video out.
No worry, oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, great news, isn't it? So we'll see what else we can do, all right? As soon as I got back, I advertised the FN2 seats because on the weight reduction video, quite a few people had commented saying that the FN2 seats are really heavy. So first thing I'd done, when I got back from Florida, advertised the seats and they sold really, really quickly. Now it's very early on a Saturday morning because the guy's coming on to pick these up and I've only just got them out of the car this morning. Now I have got another seat to go in. I shall show you that in a second. They're the FN2 seats ready to go for the new owner. They are mint, I gotta be honest. They are very comfortable as well. It was just I needed a bit more support. So as you can see in the background, I'll show you what that is now. Yeah, so the weight of these things as well. Yes, they are very, very heavy. So I went to Bristol just a couple of days ago and picked up this. Now this is a Cobra Imola Pro Sport GT. Now yeah, I do need a slightly wider seat. Be nice. But I also picked up a rail last night from Newport. So I can get a seat straight in the car. As you can see, I've already mounted it on the seat rail. Now I bought that as well second hand. These are usually around 150 quid because it's the, you know, the slider. I got it for 50 quid. It was second hand but new. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. So as you can see, the seat is in mint condition and all the cushions are still in the original packaging. They haven't even been opened. So I got a really, really good deal on this seat. Now, unfortunately, the guy I bought the seat off, I said I'd give him a shout out, but our chat has disappeared and I don't know what his name was. He never actually gave it to me. So if you are watching, just comment on this. Thanks again for doing a really, really good deal on it. I know I was a little bit cheeky with the offer, but just got back from Florida, I'm skint. So next step, we'll see if we can get it in the car and hopefully it fits. Now, for those who haven't seen the FN2 fit-in video, check it out. I bought these on the EP3 rails ready to go. As you can see, they've all been welded, bolted to go straight in the EP3 to save me messing around. Now, these were very, very comfortable. Round track, they were better than the standard EP3 seat, so if you are thinking about it, definitely do it. Now, I wanted to go for something more fixed, just for them, basically the support and weight. So I've got the seat in there now, the Cobra. I haven't fitted the cushions yet, but I'll show you how it was. It was a bit of a pig because the second-hand rail, the slider was too high up. So what it was doing, it wouldn't allow me to adjust the rail. So I take it back out, use a trusty old piece of wood. There she is, and a lump hammer. And yeah, basically I managed to just tap it down a little bit, just to give it some clearance so the slider worked. Now I'll show you what it looks like in the car. The carpet in this thing is absolutely filthy, but we will be sorting that. So there's the seat. Obviously, like I said, you've got the rail, the slider. Now we are on a hill, so things are a little bit more difficult. So yeah, I got to put the new cushions in now. It looks very, very low compared to the other one. Now, I didn't buy a low mount rail, unless it is a low mount rail, but it is on one of the lower settings. So I can adjust it, but I think you'll agree. That looks fantastic. So I'll get the cushions in it now. Have a little trial sit myself, and Drew's actually at home today because he had his works party last night, so we'll get him up here tomorrow and see what he thinks of it. Now just a quick one, these seats, you can actually change the thickness of the padding. They're supplied straight away with medium, or middle, so you can get thinner or thicker padding, so which is really handy. Now these are still in the wrappers, which is great. So I'm going to get these off now, get them into the car, and we'll see how they look. One thing I do want to point out, I was thinking which end is top, which end is bottom, but they are tapered, and they just Velcro, so they literally just stick in there. And that's as easy as that, so let's get the other two in. So there we have it, it's in. How good does that look? I know the carpet is absolutely filthy, but it's got to come out because I've got to get the cage welded in soon. So that's another video. But I've had a little sit in it. It's much more supportive than the other one. Now it's hard to tell the angle at the moment for me because I shall show you the angle we are at. We're on this hill. So yeah, when I get it on the flat, I'll adjust it the way I need to. Now Nathan Ash has sorted me out as well with a passenger standard EP3 seat for now, just so I don't have to go everywhere on my own at the moment. So next step, get the seat off him and we'll see what Drew thinks of it.
Greetings! So we're back in the garage. Hello, Bruce. Say hello. Yeah. This thinking like it is cold in here.
Yeah.
Feels like ages since I've been here. So Kenny's got the seat in. I take it it's already done.
Yeah, it's bolted in. Yeah, I want to see what you think of it.
Let me take my my massive jacket off so I can get a good feel. Right, so like we've said, Kenny's probably covered it as well, but the FN2, they're awesome seats.
They are, yeah.
Comfy and supportive, but my God, do they weigh a ton.
Yes, that's the thing. And obviously, yeah, we wanted some in.
A bit more supportive as well.
Check out that.
What?
Race card, innit?
Oh. I can't believe this was second hand, but I mean, it was brand new, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It looks really low. Have you sat in it?
I have, yeah. The seat's all the way back, because obviously, it's easier to get in and out. I think Bruce wants to also get in.
Yeah. Like it?
He's in.
Race done.
Over the other side, you go.
Shotgun.
Where's my chair?
Whoa. Okay, so I used to own a Cobra Monaco Pro, and that thing was so uncomfortable. I thought this was going to be the same. This feels really good.
I was worried, obviously, having another Cobra, because after what you said about yours, but that is comfortable.
That is nice. And it is, I mean, you're bigger than me. He's a little bit bigger than me, obviously. But yeah, it's... Okay.
So you slide it forward.
And the beauty is, it is on sliders. Mine are all solid mounted, but... Oh yeah, that's... trying to work it, Bruce. He does it. This is Bruce's car as well. Trying to film.
Sit down. Go sit down.
So I've always said one of the most effective things you can do for the money is putting a racing seat in, a bucket seat in a track car. It's so distracting.
I know, sorry, he loves the motor. So.
But yeah, I can't wait for you to now take this on track with this seat. And you've ordered harnesses, or are you going to?
I have a harness for now. Like I said, I got the EP3 seat to go in the passenger side for now.
Yeah, so I can keep him company.
Yep.
But yes, there is. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be and we've got loads more coming. But I gotta say, you've made a really good choice for this seat. You got a bargain with it, and
I did. Yeah, I had a good deal on it. So
it's something you definitely need. Have you said about the weight on the FN2 seats?
No, I haven't. Right, the FN2 seats. The driver's one is 27 kilos. The passenger one's 25. So that's 52 kilos. Now
that's
this
crazy.
Seat, with the side rails on it, was 10.8 kilos.
What?
So, and honestly, I don't think there's much difference between the side mounts and the slider. There really isn't. Yeah. Because they are so thick. They're really, really thick. They're proper Cobra ones. So,
ooh, nice.
Yeah, so we've taken quite a bit of weight out of there already.
Yes, I can't wait to get this thing back on the scales. So
yeah, this is it.
This is crazy. This is. We were saying earlier. You look at this car when we first got it to now. It's a million miles from where it was.
It really is. Yeah, just a little sneak peek as well. We got a load of parts there.
Yes, indeed.
I just want to show you a little something. Just a little something. Obviously, we're changing all the calipers and carriers.
Yep.
Now this one, I've already painted.
Ooh, that's a really funky colour.
Not a million miles off.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Something else to keep an eye on.
So, in case you guys haven't seen, just over there we've got the cage.
Yep.
And if you haven't seen it, looks so much better with the lip in it. It's so. I feel like I haven't seen this car for ages.
Me too. Today we're tackling the intake.
Very important part of any car, especially any modified car. Now, first of all, this is Kenny's 282 brake NA Civic EP3. I'm sure you guys know. Do you want to explain what you're running now?
Right, at the moment it's got a hybrid racing cold air intake which runs all the way into the front bumper. Now, we've done a battery relocation and we've just noticed the kink that's in the bottom of this intake.
Hell of a kink. I'm hoping the camera will sort of pick it up, but you can see there.
That looks bad.
It does, it really does. And it's a sort of better visual. We will be getting the bumper off, but as you can see, the length that it goes.
Yeah, it's not good. Obviously, it's going to be restricted in. Now, this runs 282 brake with this intake on.
Yeah, now
so,
that.
Yeah, now the reason I'm doing this was mainly because I watched a video of Gears and Gasoline.
Yes.
They ran a straight pipe. They tried a couple of different types. They run a 90 degree, two 90 degree bends. They put a filter right onto the intake manifold, then they run an 8-inch pipe.
Because they did dyno results as well, didn't they?
They did, yes. Yeah. Now they gained in the region of 8 horsepower.
That's crazy.
From like nothing to...
Yeah. So now we do
we obviously, they are American based, we are UK based, not that it's going to make any difference, but we do want to replicate. This video is just going to be the installation because Kenny's come up with an awesome idea inspired by gears and gasoline.
Yes.
But what we are going to do is get them on a dyno, get as many intakes as we can to compare, because that I cannot wait to see.
Well, as we said in the last video, if anyone has got a Tegua induction kit,
yes,
and they can lend it to us just for a few days while we do that, then that would be
really want to get to the bottom of this. I think.
We want to know what's best.
Yes.
So yeah. So first things first, we're going to take the bumper and everything off and show you where it feeds at the moment.
Yes. So the hybrid racing intake that's on there at the moment, we did actually cut a hole there to get a direct feed.
Yeah, and the reason it looks a bit iffy is because we fit the skirt after it.
Yes.
So.
Thought anyone said. Someone's bound to pick up on it.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like with the bumper off. So if you can visualize, that is your intake there. So it comes down there, kicks around, and exits here. Which filter location is good if we got the cold air feed. Yeah. But when you got it, it didn't even have that hole in it, which is crazy. So it had no cold air feed.
No, exactly.
But yeah, essentially what we want to do. Well, true, we haven't even run through what we're going to be putting on there. But it's essentially utilising the battery relocation from there.
It is, so we'll go through that in a sec now. I'm just going to rip this off and then we'll show you what
stand and watch Kenny do the work.
Yeah.
That's a big filter. That's a big
filter. That's the same size as the one I actually put on my Evo. But look how much reduced it goes into.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mental.
So looks like something off from All of the Worlds.
Obviously a sensor.
Intake a temperature sensor.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There was no Jubilee clip on now.
Yeah, I took it off the other day.
Oh right.
Sorry.
For anyone that says anything about the dust, the car has been sat a while, but it's recently had paint. For those that don't know.
Yep.
So
everywhere, inside and out.
Yeah, literally. Oh yeah. Whoa, look.
It's a nice bit of kit. Yeah.
That's a big pipe though, isn't it? I'm really curious now.
It's a nice. I thought it had two 90-degree bends. It hasn't. It's just got a couple of different types of bends.
It's not as bad as I thought it was.
This will be for sale if anyone's interested.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it is a genuine hybrid racing one.
Yes, it is.
So
yeah, it's supposed to be a really good bit of kit, but
drop us a message if you're interested.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say as well, the reason we had to film this today is Sunday. We've just had cooked dinner. We were all chilling, but I know how impatient Kenny is.
Yeah.
If we didn't film it now, we'd end up putting it on and we wouldn't have filmed it. Hybrid racing intake off.
Yeah, bracket everything off as well.
Yeah, on the bracket, yeah.
Yes, right. What I bought instead of it, 8-inch, 3-inch wide diameter. 8-inch length, 3-inch diameter. And a silicone joiner.
You did buy all this separate. This is not a kit. I did,
yeah. It's not a kit. No, I bought a Pro Ram filter.
I'm a big fan of these just because they're performance. I've run them on a few of my cars, and the bonus is I just think they look really cool as well.
They do look cool, but also with this one, I wanted something with an open end on it because obviously that's another thing that's been tested in the past.
It's a biggie, yeah. Apparently, especially on these the Ks.
Yeah. No, obviously, the more you can get them, the better. So yeah, essentially, what we're going to be doing, that's going onto the intake.
Yep.
Like so.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and then filter. And then, filter is going to sit around here. Now, obviously, I'm going to put a cold feed into it at some point.
Yeah, to feed it down and utilise the hole that we've already cut in the bumper.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, this is essentially how it's going to sit. I mean, I'm going to try and figure out how to...
Instead of all those bends, just a nice
flow. Straight flow. Because obviously, the smoother the flow, the more performance you gain.
Basics.
Yes.
So yeah, mock it up. We might have to do a bit of trimming of the piping maybe, but it looks.
I don't think so.
First thing, I think that's really good.
I think that is it. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. The only thing we got to do, drill for the sensor.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just a case of securing. I think
it's going to be about here. Yeah, but we'll figure that out. Like I said, this is going to be a temporary fix for now because, like I said, we want to try a couple of different ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll
looking good.
Back it up and we'll drill it out.
Yeah. Pilot hole drilled?
Yes, pilot hole drilled. Now we measured that one, it's about 12.
I reckon it's about 12.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a stepper because it's a lot quicker.
Highly recommend getting one of these pieces, they're so handy.
Just running this cloth through, obviously we've just been drilling through there, so metal filings are not good for your engine.
No. So we stepped it
Yes.
down to
12 mil.
Up to 12 mil. Now the
Yes.
issue with the EP3 intake temperature, you see the lip there. So we just need to figure a way out now, using some tape or something similar.
Yeah, well,
to secure it into place.
Sorry, yeah, my plan is, like I said, this is just a temporary. When I
Yes.
secure it properly, I will be siliconing in it.
Yeah, you're bound to get some comments. But
Yeah, exactly.
We know.
But yes, so this will just do it for now. Stop it going anywhere.
So it's pretty much installed. Now watch the internet lose their minds when we've used cable ties.
No, God! I did buy brand new
Genius over
Jubilee
here.
Eclipsed 80 mil because I thought that it'd just be quite enough, but then not. I need to get 90 mil.
Well, that's a true move, but for once it wasn't me.
But I did try.
Yeah. But anyway, this all about this is just for mocking fitting purposes. It's the same with that. It's sealed. Luckily, it's not a MAP sensor or anything like that, so it'll be okay for now. Don't panic. I'm really happy. I love how it sits.
Yeah.
And it's literally function. Air goes from there.
Now, the obviously one thing I've just noticed I got to sort out. The coolant pipe is against it at the moment, so I'm going to have to try and design something to hold that down out of the way so it doesn't obviously transfer heat into the intake, but I am going to be wrapping that intake as well.
Yes, that's another thing, yeah, like I said. This is mainly mocking up and fitting wise. And like we said, we are going to get a cold feed to go from the utilising the holder we've cut in the bumper, but also, when you do take it on track, because this is going to be going on track a lot, he does want to get another headlight and get it to force feed air directly to the filter, which is going to be
I'm going to modify another headlight to basically just take in as much air as possible.
Yes, so this is the fun part now. We're going for the drive.
Start it up and let it warm up.
Make sure it runs first.
If I were to see, maybe I'd never see. Fall into the light. Every time I try to be right, carry me.
Can't remember the last time this came out of the garage.
No, it is.
Well, there we are. I fitted my seat
been a while.
just when we got back from Florida. I still haven't driven it.
I have got the seats, the harnesses, the back sprayed.
Yeah.
And we're connected to the Honda to ECU?
Yeah. I think it's just going to spin up because I've still got the AR ones on.
I was just going to say, it is pouring down with rain. We've still got the AR ones on, but let's see what you got.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, 80 mile an hour wheel spins.
Damn it, I didn't just realise I had the speed on it. Well, for me, this was more about the sound. And I don't know if it's psychological, but you seem to hear the crossover more.
Well, you used to be able to hear the exhaust, I think, over the intake.
Yeah.
Now you can really hear the intake. So
We've literally moved it from the bumper area back up into the engine bay, so you're hearing it from there as opposed to
down up the way. Yeah, exactly. And then all the covers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll give it another spurt on the way back.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's just nice being back out, and if we haven't been out because of the weather and everything, the MX-5 haven't moved, the S2000 haven't moved, and the Civic just hasn't moved.
No.
So it's nice being in a cool car again.
I honestly can't remember the last time I drove this.
No, I gotta say, the harness and the seats now look awesome.
Yes, it's so much different to drive with this. Like you said, the seating position and the fact that you are in it. All right, I can't throw it around.
Yeah.
You know, it's still.
Yeah,
you can
it
definitely
changes
feel
the
it.
whole drive feel. Like you said, if you are joining us for the first time, this is Kenny's 282 brake NA Civic. It is completely NA, dyno proven. We've done so many videos on this, so go back and watch them all because we've got loads to come.
Ready to go for crossover?
Yeah.
It just spin up, but. Spinning up all the time.
Oh my god. You've really got to have big testicles to drive this thing in this weather. That was...
Considering I haven't driven it for so long, I was holding on for dear life.
I wish I could have filmed Kenny then. He was fighting with that.
Yes. Like I said, we are on, well, I was on a closed road.
Yeah.
And 80 mile an hour wheel spins. So, yeah, great fun.
Jesus.
Oh, that VTEC crossover.
That is insane. Definitely more prominent now. Oh, there, yeah.
Okay, so it's been about a week since we fitted the intake. Now I know we've done a bit of a botch job on it, so I've ordered all the correct parts, Jubilee clips and some heat tape. also I've got a little plan for the radiator hose because the intake is sitting on that, obviously getting a lot of heat from it. So what I've got, new pair of Jubilee clips and this heat wrap in gold, obviously to match the car. Now I've got to fit the temp sensor as well properly. Now I will sort that. But I've also removed the front bumper just to gain access to the hose. If I can just turn it slightly just to bring it down. Now my plan underneath that, between the intake and the radiator hose, is I have insulation from when I've done my van. The plan is to put this on the bottom of the intake where it sits onto the radiator hose so it doesn't transfer the heat. It should just reflect it off as much as possible. But this is a theory, let's just give it a go. Now I have managed to turn this top radiator hose just at a slight angle. Now as you can see, with that in position, actually I don't know if you can see, but the intake is no longer touching it, which is fantastic. But I will still put the insulation padding on it just to be on the safe side. So let's get this apart and get some gold wrap on it. So there we are, the Jubilee clamps are on the silicone joiner. I'm going to try a little something a minute though, because I've had another idea, as I do when I start messing. But there's the gold wrapped intake. I bonded the temp sensor in there, so I'm just going to let that set. While I'm doing that, I'm going to change an earth cable down there and have another mess, see if I can just sort this out. If I can, and it does work, I'll show you guys in a sec. So there it is, it's all done. I think my idea has worked. So this is what I was going for. Basically got the radiator behind the inlet, which is behind here. So what I had to do was undo the two bolts, move it all forward, including the radiator, and I've managed to get the gold heat tape behind, underneath the inlet as well, just to protect it from heat from the radiator. Cold air, more performance. Theory should work. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, it's all complete. My piece of insulation has stuck to the, well, sort of stuck to it. I'm sure that'll hold. Just to give it a little bit more protection from that radiator hose it sits near, it no longer sits on. As you can see, there is a gap, which is absolutely fantastic.
That's going in. That's what she said. Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome back to the EP3 Civic track build.
Yeah, now today we're going to be tackling some Aero on the rear.
Yeah, more specifically, actually probably better if we explain. Welcome to underneath the Civic.
Yeah.
Right, so today's going to be about Aero. As you can see, we've got what looks like a diffuser here, but don't be fooled.
Oh,
it's actually quite the opposite.
Yeah, it's right. The problem again is this parachuting. Now, this car used to easily.
What's parachuting for those that don't know?
Right, parachuting basically means it's catching all the air and slowing the car down. Now, these things are not known for torque, as everyone knows.
So we need a lot of help.
So yeah, exactly. Now, the problem is obviously the rear of the bumper scoops down and it's catching all the air.
So as you can imagine, guys, your air is coming very quickly down here, and then it's getting stuck under there and creating what's known as a parachute effect.
Yeah, there's nowhere for the air to be basically dispersed. Yeah. So this car used to easily do over 145 miles an hour. Now struggles around a 130 mark.
On track.
Yes, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we're going to try and do is design something under here and here, just to basically deflect the air as much as possible, and we're also going to drill some speed holes for any excess air that does get into it.
So rather than having a party up there, the air's got somewhere to vacate. Yeah, and look at that! Sun is shining.
What the hell's that stuff?
Have we got the what's that big thing in the sky? I'm not looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of cutting and a lot of measuring. But
yeah, we got some material for templating. Got some aluminium sheet, and fingers crossed it'll all come to plan.
Sheet. With most jobs, anything sort of fabricating, cardboard is your friend. So we're starting off with a big bit of cardboard.
Yeah, I'm going to cut quite a bit off this.
It's quite cosy actually. And then obviously just start the mocking, because the great thing is with cardboard, it's very pliable, you can move it about and it's very easy to cut. So,
yeah, exactly. And yeah, we want to be trying to do this right the first time rather than
I don't want to be doing this again.
No, I don't
like
either.
Laying on the floor. And then whatever you don't need, I'm just kidding, we need that. So Kenny's thinking of the moment, basically to get it to sort of come from here. And you're thinking about using the anti-roll bar?
Yeah, using the anti-roll bar bottom mounts. What I was thinking of doing though is if I get some L brackets, cut a line through them, basically so that it will slide straight onto that anti-roll bar. So we don't have to take them out. All we have to do is just take them out, so it'll slide up into it.
Ah.
Genius.
Yeah, because they don't look nice to come out. Yeah, that's actually, that sounds good.
So yeah, we'll give them a squirt now before we do, but
Good shout.
That's the idea.
Thought I'd give you guys another little sneak peek of what's going on in here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Right, so we've now got the where we need to line it, yes. Excuse the mess.
So,
I am literally working on the Civic, the Mondeo, the bike, and I just got crap everywhere.
And then Drew comes in,
yeah,
puts all this camera stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is a template we were working with on the car. So Kenny's basically taken measurements from basically where you want. If anyone's following this as an instructional guide, I mean, we're not professionals by any means, but
this bumper's different, a lot different to anyone else's. If I had the original bumper, I'd have just cut it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'd have just done a bumper cut. But
I bought him this one so he feels bad, so he has to run it. It's me trying to slow his car down.
I know, it was your plan all along.
Sucker! So templates cut. One piece of advice I would give you, from my non-professional opinion, is just measure, and just keep double checking every sort of step to make sure you haven't gone wrong anywhere. See, that's bang on there.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. We may come in if I want to on here. I can always trim that back anyway, so we're not too concerned about that.
It almost looks like we know what we're doing.
I know.
All right. No, that's cool.
Right, now get the duct tape. This is just I'm just joking.
Now, as most of you may guess, cardboard probably won't last too long, especially in this Welsh weather we usually have.
I wouldn't recommend using cardboard anyway, even if it was sunny.
That's true. Anyway, so what we're going with here is aluminum.
Aluminum?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is.
So,
nice.
Pretty thick.
Yeah, it's probably a mil, maybe
No
2 mil.
Yeah, so, again, usual stuff. Got your cardboard cut off here. As I said, that's why I love using cardboard. You can manipulate it however you want. And then it's literally a case of tracing it, cutting it, and fitting it. Yeah, we got that. No, but I'm the idiot apparently.
Them things off Easter Island. Yeah, it's off Easter Island, isn't it? It's like them stones that stick out of the ground.
Yeah, thank you. As soon as this piece fell off, I was like, oh, what's that? You knew exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You see that? Or it looks like furb off Phineas and Ferb. But I think the stone thing's more
I don't know what that is. So.
We know no Civic build videos complete without Bruce. Sorry, he's yeah. I think we've interrupted him. Now can we get a hello? No. Maybe camera shines. Yeah, good boy. So the template's cut, and what we were saying, we've marked it with the bolts there, so they're going to be your holes to drill to mount the L plates.
The L plates, yep. And that way then, yeah, they're going to fix, as we said, the anti-roll bar.
Yep.
And we're basically just going to nut and bolt the front part.
Yeah.
So if you put 3 across the front.
The thing I love about this is, like, this is our philosophy. When you're doing stuff like this, just keep it simple. This is literally, even if you wanted to remove it, it's a case of nut and bolt and L brackets. So
yeah, exactly.
And it'll be functional. It will be
functional. Now I spoke to Sean at Auto Performance Garage the other day, and he just said
wicked flat floor.
Exactly. And he just said basically, I was like, oh, if I could try and get the shape, and he went, look, don't overcomplicate it.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how much that will do. So, because obviously it's the main part.
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, we'll compensate the rest of it with some speed holes.
Yeah, boy.
Which will also look more race car.
Yeah, that's the main thing. We made it.
Here it is. That is our basically false floor.
Yeah.
So, how cool is that?
Simple. Now it's obviously vital anytime you cut bare metal like that or anything really, file it down because you will pay for it otherwise. Alright. First little mock-up.
Come over to me a little bit. There. Okay, that's pretty good there. I'm going to mark that one up now.
Just let him have his, he always has his little conversations with himself.
Whoa, I thought I was on my own.
Who are you?
Go back, come back a little bit.
I was going through some comments yesterday and just replying to people, and I've noticed we've had some really positive, I don't know if you've noticed, we've had some really positive feedback from the Civic build. Now 95% of the comments and stuff we get are positive, but I just want to say a massive thank you to those who have stuck with us through the Civic build and made it to this point. I know a lot of you guys are loving it. And I said from the very beginning, I said to Kenny when he bought it, EP3s have been done to death, so it's really hard to make these things different. But I think you guys would agree that some of the ideas that you've come up with on this car and how, before he even bought it, he had a vision.
Yeah.
And so I said to you the other day, your vision come in here, and I do genuinely, not just saying it because I'm part of the channel as well, but I really think we're doing a good job of making this unique.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, and we wanted it known as the Accelerate EP3, and I know it says Accelerate EP3, but Accelerate all over it, but yeah, I really think it's starting to become what I envisioned at the beginning.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say a massive thank you. The response we've had from this has been great, so yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you know why we do that?
Pilot holes!
Yes, stops the drill walking everywhere.
Yeah, stops it going, whoa! Yeah, here's a little tip for you guys. Sure, my brain's gone. Basically, yeah, centre punch. I was going to say a hole punch, it's not. No. So whenever you're drilling a hole, if you stop the drill piece going, whoa!
Yeah, it's just hard to get it started.
Yeah.
Like the Black people said.
The rear, we are obviously nut and bolting, like we said.
Yeah.
And the front is going to be held on with the L brackets. And what we're going to do now is basically cut a groove just in there.
Yeah, I don't know whether to come back a little bit more first, though. I don't know whether to chop it back a bit and then cut the groove there because I don't want it too low. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Go for it. Why not?
Yeah, I got some square brackets.
Right, so when we say cutting a groove, we probably should have explained that, though.
Yeah, obviously what I wanted to do is bolt to the...
Technical term, yeah.
Yeah, you know. And then, yeah, we can undo that bolt from the anti-roll bar and then slide that up as much as we want, up
so
and down.
we've got adjustability as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll show you when it's on the car properly, but yeah. Wow. Shiny. Let's see if Kenny's theory works. So this is what we were trying to explain. The grooves in the brackets there should. We backed these bolts off a little bit, so that should. Oh, look at that! That was quite satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, just tighten them up.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. Pretty sure.
Check back in a minute. So this is sort of the final prototype. We've mocked it up, and it seems like it's going to work.
Yeah, it does.
So we've got your tabs here that are going to bolt onto the rear anti-roll bar DO bush mounts.
Yep. We're going to chop these down a little bit just to make access a little bit easier.
Bolts there. We've drilled the holes into the rear bumper. So now we're going to give it a quick lick of paint. And then see what it looks like. Hopefully mount it. Oh no, we've got to get the bumper off.
We've got to get the bumper off and do some speed holes.
Because to complement these, we are going to do some speed holes. We do like our speed holes.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to try and do them around here.
Yeah.
And maybe another one here, just to give it a little bit more. Yeah, we don't want a parachute no more.
No. For any people doubting the whole parachuting effect, it almost ripped the bumper off, didn't it?
But it did. The bottom two when I picked it up weren't done up, so it actually, if you look under here, it pulled the whole bumper forward and it was over the exhaust.
Yeah, hence why we got a little
I
burn
wasn't
there.
speeding at the time, so I don't know what we've done here. I've done about 70.
I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Felt like when my broken pieces took them all and made them yours.
It's that cold, I almost forgot we were filming. Anyway, so the... What are we calling that? Flat floor diffuser thingy?
Yeah.
That's done. We've put a lick of black paint on there. So next up is the speed holes. Right, for those that haven't seen the bumper hole video, do you want to explain your logic? This is some mad scientist stuff.
Right, okay, so we've got a 3-inch hole, saw hole bore kit. I've measured from here to here, which is 12 inches.
Yep.
So obviously divided by 3 is 4 inch. So we draw each line, then you go ½ inch either side, so it's an inch in between there and there.
Hence the little dots.
So that way then you've got ½ inch between each hole.
That's what makes it uniform. So I've seen way too many people
just whack holes in
just
them
go boom, boom, and yeah, they just really don't line up, and it drives me nuts.
Yes.
So do it once, do it properly.
Well.
Ish. It's a bit of a messy job, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Glad we're doing this
plastic.
outside.
It's
yeah, this isn't fiberglass, this is plastic.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the quality is so good. But we need to get another sticker printed.
Yeah, basically, yeah, we need to resize the sticker. So yeah, it's not gone. It will be going back on as soon as possible.
But I think You wasn't sure whether to go 2 or 3. I think the 3 just is.
Yeah, I think it looks a lot better.
Yes,
definitely.
For all our non-Welsh viewers, I don't know where you get the stereotype from.
Yeah, you're too early. We haven't finished yet.
Come back later. Yeah. Right, bumper's back on with the speed holes, and apart from looking naked without that TGR sticker, so
Yes.
I think that looks awesome, and I think we made the right choice with having the 3 either side. We do like our speed holes, and now this is the moment of truth, seeing if the actual diffuser goes on as we've planned.
Sorry, I'm just checking things.
Right, so it's all on.
Stuff, so yeah, I'm just trying to work and make sure it's.
Which is funny because if you look at it like that, it looks exactly the same. But voila.
Ooh.
We couldn't record the installation because it was so fiddly just getting my little girly hands on it. So it does pay to have girly hands sometimes. And if you just look at there, it just looks like a piece of metal, but this will be...
It will work.
Functional!
Exactly. So yeah, it just basically directs it away from the main part. And
No.
obviously the parts that actually go into the bumper, Speedo should manage that.
As I say, for anyone who's going to say, we know this isn't going to be 100%
No.
downforce, blah, blah. This is just to sort of alleviate it as much as we can, because we could feel the parachuting effect, especially the fact now you've effectively hard mounted this floppy part.
True. Yeah.
So that's another benefit.
Yeah, it's a lot more sturdy than bloody hell.
Yeah, look at that. See, that's genuinely, everything now is solid.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I would say that
It's a result.
mission successful.
Yeah, boy. Oh, that's cool.
And for anyone wondering why I'm freezing, I'm not the best with the cold. But as you can see, there's still freaking snow everywhere. It is that cold out here.
No, he's just that much of a girl. Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to something we may or may not need to do to this car.
Kenny being Kenny just saw something on our website and said, oh, we want that, without checking that he might actually have one already.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Basically, I seen this on, I think it was Rival Motorsports website, Revo short shifter.
Yes, so...
But it's already got some sort of short shifter on here. I just seen it on it and thought, I need one of them. I don't think I do.
So
but we're going to do it anyway.
Join us. We genuinely haven't stripped it down yet, so we may or may not have a short shift, right? But first of all, let's run through what we got.
Yeah, let's check it out. Right. Obviously, these are supplied by Tegwa.
Yep.
Once again, it's a purchase from Rival. I think they're the same price. Either way.
I can't even remember when he buys things.
bought
It's
it ages
hard work
ago.
when you've got so many parts to buy.
Yeah, I say I did buy it ages ago. So as you can see, it's a Revo Technica
Yes.
short shifter, full short shifter assembly.
Now, for the short shifter, for those that don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got your shift. We'll have to get a before and after.
Yeah.
You've got
that's
the
probably
movement, the throw. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this would be hilarious. So you've got your movement in your shifter. Actually, let's jump in the car. So here you can see a shifter. So you've got your standard throw. I think the best way to measure it will be, we were just saying, from 3rd to 4th. So that does feel very short.
Very short.
So your normal shift, well, we'll measure from here to here, and then when we put the short shift in, they should, in theory,
It won't.
less of a
It
throw.
won't. Either way.
I would wet myself now if it was actually longer. So like I said, there's generally maybe a mod that we might be downgrading.
I'm going to say that's 4.5 inches.
That's what she said. Sorry.
That was in 3rd. So now 4th, we're going to say 7.25.
Okay, remember that because my
Well, it's on the camera, so we've literally got it out there. We've said it.
Oh, we go.
Short shifter. We said it about 9 times. No,
That's what we're doing, right? Okay, I'm glad one of us.
Yeah, basically, I think these are just different points. I don't know how exactly they work, but
Yeah, I mean, again, to most people, this is just this is the shifter basically. It's going to be easier to explain.
full assembly. Yeah,
You've got the cables that run there. It's going to be
cables
easier
run
to explain
there.
when
They
we get
clip
it
into
off.
these sides, and that's We'll
In
have a look now.
theory, it's straightforward. Theory. Nothing's ever straightforward. So
Hell no.
first step is start ripping this thing apart again.
For nothing.
So join us in the cockpit of the we're trying out a fancy new light.
Fancy. A football pitch you can light that up with. Sorry.
I just thought we might as well do this as sort of a step-by-step because it is pretty straightforward. Although we do
Yeah.
advise, don't replace it with the exact same one or lesser one.
Well, I was going to say, we didn't, yeah.
Check you've got a short shifter first. But anyway, first step is, I'm assuming, gear knob.
Gear knob, yeah. Now, this is a Fugan one. Yes, that's a fake
Only
unit.
the best.
Just as well. I think I need to get a thing for that.
Got your locking nuts. For those who are joining us for the house here, I feel like we said what car we're working on. This is Kenny's EP3 Civic Type R, so this will be the same for any EP3 Type R. And I'm assuming most EP chassis in general, but
I think they
double check
the same
first.
ones.
So
That's a
knobs off,
14.
14 mil for your locking nuts. Right, so your nut off. The next step is to get this trim. I'll run it through, obviously.
Yeah, you're gonna
right.
have to.
So next step is this trim here is a separate trim on the lower center console. It should just pop out. Yeah.
Oh,
clips.
that was less. Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they're clips anyway.
I hope they were. It was coming off either way.
No clips anymore.
Right, yeah, there's 2 plugs on the back as well. Oh, there's a shifter. It looks pretty much exactly the same as
It
we got.
really does.
Oh no, it has got the Tegory style. You see it?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
So that is Tego's, I don't know what they call it then.
Short shifter.
It is a short shifter.
Well, I assume so. Yeah, so all it does is, I think, shorten that throw there.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people get this confused. When you hear short shift, people think, oh, the rod's just shorter. No, it actually changes your pivot points. That's what makes the throw shorter. I bet you didn't even know that, did you? Yeah, boy. Anyway, next step. So you've got your gear linkages just there, cable on these, I'm assuming. Yeah, it looks like cables.
Yeah.
So you tend to have sort of retaining clips. Now, just by looking at these, I'm assuming...
They spread either side.
Yes, they do. Right, I'm going to leave that to you, because
Okay,
if that falls in there,
one.
I am not diving in there.
What do you mean in there? There's nothing underneath it.
No?
Well, look.
Hello! Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. You have no interior.
Exactly, so this should be even more simple than we thought.
Right, oh, there we go. There's one off already.
So do these lock in of some sort?
The cables will need to come up because it's actually part of the assembly itself by the look of it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure it out. How?
Nice. Right, this may be hard to show, but where the cable mounts to the bottom of the shifter, they sort of, if you twist it anti-clockwise and pull at the same time, very gently but firmly, they will pop out. There we are, yeah.
As easy as that. Now, obviously, this is a lot easier for us because I have no interior.
Yeah, you may have to remove a couple of things, and yeah, to gain access into that's a very good point.
Yeah.
But so far, I mean, we've never done this before, but it's, I don't want to jinx it, it's pretty pretty intuitive so far. So your next step is obviously unbolting, just put your hands in the way, that's fine. So unbolting the actual mechanism itself, you've got 4 12mm bolts.
Here, here, here and here.
Yeah, so in the corners there, again, on the video might be hard, they're very accessible.
You just see
in
them.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you're looking at, you can see them. If you can't, you just shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, just put the tools down.
Yeah. Walk away.
And that's coming from me.
Yeah. The cameraman.
I like how we've really adopted. I love how everyone's getting involved in this whole. Oh my god, look at
I give you crap the other day online.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys. Although it's a great excuse now because I'm not helping.
I know.
I'm just the cameraman.
You didn't help anyway, but now you've got an excuse.
So that's all 4 bolts undone.
Yep. That
While we're in here.
Yeah, but while we're in here.
Move your stereo.
Weight reduction, bro.
Now that might be a bit different if you've got a factory stereo. Let me just put that up there. Or if you've actually got a stereo.
I was going to say, I only got speakers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got nothing in here.
Oh yeah, for those who haven't seen the car,
Lucky I
or
can
haven't seen
sing.
it for a while. Like you can't sing, cause
No, I know. I think I can do it.
So we've got the nice door cards in. The back looks incredible now.
That's that damn harness.
Yeah.
This side.
Teacher in there.
This side, yeah.
That's done.
Lucky it's for race car, bro.
It's good job you're gentle, isn't it? Do not recommend doing it this way.
No.
Do you think we're gonna have to take this off?
I think we're going to have to take this off. I think we're going to have to bite the bullet and do it. Okay.
So, very quickly, biggest issue you probably saw we had there, that one of the main wiring harness going behind the back.
Yeah, they
sort
got
of
past that though. It's this now.
Yeah.
It is actually.
Right, if you let me finish. The first thing we had was the harness was holding it in. Once we got past that,
I'll finish you now,
this thing is holding it in. We were hoping we wouldn't.
Here we go.
Oh, this is why we love Hondas. We were hoping we wouldn't have to take it out. Is that can't be from factory or they held in? Don't you think it is?
No, it's just holding up for the best.
Right, so that might be different for yours, but...
Oh yeah, I think they're supposed to be screwed into something. Those two on the side.
Oh yeah.
I bent that one at the boat myself. There's one I done earlier. I'll put that up here.
So...
Nice. There we go.
Oh, I love working on this car.
Not me.
So you may have a few screws and nuts and bolts to do this kind of crap you have, yeah. Anyway, right, that's the shifter.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? It's just that is a short shifter piece.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen one like that.
Yeah, as I said, I know Stego sell them on this side.
All the short shifters I've dealt with, like the MX-5, the S2000, things like that, it's literally just straight. You've got the ball there, and then the bottom with the bush on it, and that's where your pivot point changes. You'll either get like a shorter one, but that is Mad.
See, you got a bit of movement in there, so I'm hoping this one's going to be a little bit tighter
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm really hoping.
Now I noticed the difference. There's the original ball point. So that's on this new piece here.
Right.
See, they just position it there to there.
Oh,
just to throw.
Yes, that makes sense.
But this is a little bit loose on a couple of these bushes and stuff. So obviously this is the original shifter. This car's done 155,000 miles.
You did make a good point. Even if it is a short shift, like you said, that one is brand new and that one isn't. So yeah.
Yeah, check us out the way and we'll throw this in. Yeah. Literally.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I didn't even realise what I'd done then.
You're just a natural comedian, cuz.
Obviously.
Not just funny looking.
You cheeky mud.
Right, so this is everything out. This might be easier to visualise. So there's your 4 mounting points for your shifter. There's a couple of bolts that maybe it's supposed to be holding your upper centre console in.
Yeah.
And then you've got your locator tabs there that do just pull out. Be very gentle with those, but firm. No comment. Unless you can. Obviously, that's the harness we were talking about as well. It was getting in the friggin' way.
Yeah, that gets in the way. So at least with this out the way now, it is a lot easier.
Yes.
So yeah, let's try and get this in. Oh, so you're just going to hold the camera now?
Obviously.
Not going to help with the wiring.
I'm a cameraman, see.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I'm trying to get this other wire out of the way. I'm not trying to hold your bloody hand.
Hold your hand. Hold that, there we go.
Where's the snips? I don't need that harness, do I?
Wow, it's so much. Yeah, definitely recommend taking the top part off first.
Yeah. So now it's trying to get these cables in.
Yeah.
Cable.
Once it's located, I was going to say, it should be the simple case of putting the cables back on. Pull the pins back.
I want to make it go snap.
Hey, there we go. You better off bolting it first?
Probably, yeah. Stop him moving about.
Yeah. It sounds like it's blowing kisses. Right, so we've run into an interesting issue. You've got 4 bolts, as we've said. 4 bolts taken out. We've put the new one in.
And I got to make a thread. I'm just sending it home, I don't care.
Yeah, so the 3 bolts we've put in slide through the bush into the thread of the card itself. The last one, the bush is smaller. It's definitely smaller.
It's definitely smaller, yeah.
The bolt just doesn't want to go in.
I'm not taking it back up to do it, so I'm sending it home. Like.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do today, so this is going in whether it likes it or not.
Yeah, give me a nail gun otherwise, because it's going in somehow.
But just, that's strange, yeah, be aware of that.
Yeah, it just looks like a manufacturing defect, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't care!
So,
These.
Right, we need to sort out who's talking. Me or you? Right.
Well, I'm fitting this, so you talk.
No, okay. So, mounters in. The cables, like we said before, it is hard to show. They twist to come out, so you've got to twist them. You've got to find, there's a slot you've got to put in.
Fit just in, they do.
And then slightly like sort of, I don't know, like 90 degrees clockwise, and they should slot in. It is very fiddly.
Very.
But not complicated.
Not with the
when you've got sausage fingers now.
Yeah.
My girly pianist hands are fine.
Yeah, you would have been alright.
Yeah.
Hands.
I said pianist.
Oh, sorry.
I knew that was coming.
Right there, and they just snap on.
Yeah.
Like the tools.
Copyright.
There we go.
Nice.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, suits you.
Oh. Does it feel shorter though?
No.
Does it not?
Not really. It does feel tighter left or right. I think because it's got bushes.
That does. Oh, it feels. Oh.
Hi.
His hand's going to. Sorry. I like stuff like that.
I know.
But you're right. It does feel the same.
Nice and tight.
Do we say?
Nice and tight. Well, the measurement will be the
judge of that. Yeah. Put the other bolts in, or?
No, I don't. I'm just getting really keen. Weight reduction, bro. Yeah, I better put the.
Welcome to the ranch.
Yeah.
All 4 mounting bolts in, cables attached.
Yeah, thanks to you, that is, because I was just like, let's get all that together.
I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is something you probably won't have to.
Sorry.
That's the professional way to do it. So, in case you're wondering what he's doing then, the wires for the stereo.
I just don't use a stereo, so I just want them out of the way so they don't rattle and stuff.
I think we started this as a how-to. Let's not advertise this as a how-to.
I don't think we should, no. How not to.
Yeah.
They were already done, so I'm not too bothered about that.
So, reinstallation.
Done.
The easiest card ever to work on.
Yes. Oh, that's why there's no screws in there. Because it's snapped.
Ah. Yeah, that's
so there we go. So to make it easier to get it in and out, just snap them.
Snap it. That's Kenny's advice.
I didn't do it, but you know.
Quick release, we'll call it.
Yeah. Probably should have put that on there first. Never mind.
I like making things awkward. I'll have to censor that. Sweet, moment of truth. I am going to wet myself now if it's exactly the same as I reckon it is.
Yeah, 126 quid down the pan.
What?
Yeah. No, one from what?
So you put your knob back on.
You gotta screw it just right.
Bam, chicka, bam, bam. Do you know how that's actually pronounced?
Mugen!
It basically is, it's Mugen.
Is it?
Not Mugen. Boring! It's also Tesco and not Tesco's, just in case anyone...
It's very similar to that, like Asda's or something.
Shut up. Shut up. You nearly made me swear on camera then.
I need to tape measure, don't I?
Yes.
That feels... Oh, fair play.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
It's exactly the same.
I was going to say, you can't fool me. No.
It definitely feels the same. Oh, no.
See the stuff we do to bring you guys content. We just,
I know, that's the only reason I
throw
bought
money
it.
down the drain. What was? I really want to know the logic behind why the hell you bought one. Because your gearbox has always felt lovely since you had the rebuild and everything done.
It's
always
just
felt
something I
amazing.
haven't bought. I was like, ooh, that looks good.
Having a good day?
No, not really. I'm just thinking that I should
Sucks
send
when
it
you,
back.
when you lose 126 quid, isn't it?
Yeah. If I hadn't bought it like 3 months ago, I probably would have sent it back.
Oh yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Dude, it's definitely shorter.
What?
It was 4.5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's lying. I can't check the measurements, but I think
Have a
he's
look.
lying.
Well, it's 5.5 because I went there to the ring.
All right.
You know where the load is. So I think it's about an inch shorter there.
I mean, it's not an exact science, granted, but
8.5 there. So what we have to do is, because we didn't write it down, we'll double check our footage because I'm not sure.
Right, so we've just checked the measurements, and 3rd to 4th it seems to be about an inch of a difference, which which is a fair amount. Now you just noticed a potential issue. We won't know until we drive it. 5th gear is a bit more difficult. Now, a big mistake people make with a lot of adjustable ones is they go, "Oh, I want the shortest throw possible." But what you've got to think, everything's got a reaction to everything further down the line.
Yeah,
So
it
the
does,
shortest
yeah.
throw you got, that's probably one of the cables got to have the most movement to get into 5th
Yeah,
and
because
6th.
if you go further over in 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go too short, but the only thing
Say
is yours
6.
is not adjustable. So you're going to have to live with that if...
6, you're going to have to make sure you go from 5th straight down, because otherwise it just reverses right next to it. It's very close.
That's definitely worth noting. I think we're going to have to take this out on the roads. I just don't want to go saying online that it's, oh, this is crap, this is wrong with it. I want to take it for the drive
Hey, at the end of the day, it's a short shifter and a shorter. So.
And that's another thing, like we said before, if you're going for a short shifter, it will be more difficult, as in you'll need more pressure to get it into gear. It'll make it more notchy, but it will be shorter. The idea of these is for track use, isn't it?
Yeah,
basically.
and it really does, all jokes aside, it does feel a lot tighter throughout the whole shifter itself.
Well,
all the bushes are new. And
I was just going to say, you made a very good point. Whether it was shorter or not, it does feel tighter because all the bushes are new. You already had the gearbox end done.
Yes.
So this now
it's got the hybrid racing shifter bushes on the other side of on the box side anyway.
Which I would recommend doing because I think the gearboxes in the EP3s feel really nice. And all you've done is just made it better and better.
I think so.
Today we are fitting an oil cooler.
Yes. Now, first of all, what's an oil cooler?
An oil cooler is exactly what it says. It actually just cools your oil.
Yeah.
We noticed when we took it on track a couple of times, it's getting very hot under here. Like Nelly once said.
That's hot.
Sorry. Yeah, so after speaking to Jamie Gilbert and Dan Lawrence, etc.
All our Honda gurus, basically.
Yeah, they recommended I go for an oil cooler and some thicker oil.
Yeah, no, that's what happens when you're running 9,000 RPM on track, because this does rev to 9,000 RPM.
And do bounce off a limiter
Yeah,
quite a bit. So,
quite a lot.
So yeah, this is what we're tackling today. So if you'll come up here, I shall show you what we got. Show you what we're working with. So I went through Matt Lewis Racing.
Yeah.
They've done a full oil cooler kit for the Civic. So all the braided lines and everything are done ready.
So
now I have upgraded, sorry. Go on.
I was just saying, so it should be straightforward, but...
Is it ever? You just jinxed the crap out of us.
I know.
So yeah, we've gone for braided lines. Obviously they've done the black rubber ones, but I just thought...
Which is an extra, like I said, it didn't interrupt you, but yeah, that's
No, you're
extra.
right, it is extra to buy these, but...
They do... That does look good. I'm no professional, but that does look good.
It does look sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, there's no fitting kit or fitting instructions with this, sorry, not fitting kit.
Oh.
So, yeah, for something we've never done.
This is going to be interesting.
Good luck.
Well, hopefully we can help a few people out if they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, well...
The principle is pretty straightforward because we'll run through now, there's basically a sandwich plate that you run to an external cooler, so...
So you got your sandwich plate? I've gone for a thermostatic sandwich plate, so obviously it opens and cools because...
Can I just say, I have never heard of I always thought with oil coolers, when the temperature's very cold, I'm like, well, you don't want it to be too cool.
No.
That's when Kenny said.
That's what I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Too cool. Yeah, so you've got a thermostatic sandwich plate. So basically you've got two options. They do an 80 degree and a 92 degree. The 92 degree was more money, so I thought that'd be better.
Logic, more
I
money.
may be wrong, yeah, exactly. So I went for the 92 degree. This, basically, you got your oil filter, you remove your oil filter. This goes on there, then you come with this adapter, which screws into the original oil filter housing. Screw, and then your oil filter screws onto that.
Yeah, so it's literally, it is what it says, it's a sandwich plate sits between the filter and the block. And just to dumb it down, a thermostatic one is, again, what it says, once your oil gets up to the designated thing, which temperature, which in this case is 92, it will open up, and then that's when the cooler comes into effect.
Yeah, because obviously we get cold weather over here.
That's what I was concerned about,
This is why you need a thermostatic sandwich plate.
Genius.
Yeah, so that's that. We got the fitting kit, obviously you got your brackets. I think these are pretty much universal, so we'll see how we can do them.
But it's not going to be straightforward.
No, it's not. We've obviously got fixings there for that.
Yeah.
And then the nice piece, the Mokel 16-row oil cooler.
I joked about this on Facebook. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, nice intercooler. I think
Yeah.
people might have actually thought. I think people are getting their hopes up.
Yeah, no, it's just an oil cooler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How small it is, though. I was expecting when they said 16-row to be
You
quite
went
big.
for the bigger one, didn't you? And
Yeah,
it still
well,
looks-
they do a 10, so that must be absolutely tiny.
But I think we're so used to intercooler. I don't think you need a huge thing for just to cool the oil.
Well, I
through.
watched a video on YouTube of a guy with a power steering cooler, and it's literally this big. It's that big.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, they are effective, and they do work a lot better than the standard systems that come on.
Yes,
cars.
so that's the parts. Let's get stuck in. Obviously, whoa, God, I know. I gotta watch where I'm going.
Drunk.
So, obviously, first step, jack the car up. Axle stands. Always use axle stands when you're up in the air.
Yeah, I've unbolted the bumper, the two bolts that hold it on, and obviously just these clips because that's boring.
Yeah, you don't want to see
we're
that.
gonna remove that now, take it out of the way, and we'll have a little look underneath.
Boom.
People have been asking about you. There he is.
He's a little celeb anyway.
We'll get him on camera. There we
You heard him
go.
squeaking outside.
Oh,
He doesn't usually like staying in here for some reason, though.
because it's freezing.
Aye, that's true, yeah.
We are working,
Supervisor's
sir.
happy,
Yeah.
supervisor approved.
So, bump it off. I'm assuming then, I think the hardest part is going to be choosing where to mount it, because obviously there's no real place
No.
to mount. To mount it. So, is it a case of drilling?
Yeah, it's
holes?
just basically a case of drilling where the fixing point's got to go. But I think what we need to do really first is route
Yes.
those to see where it's going to sit.
Because the braided lines are not as long as we thought, but
No.
we haven't dug into it yet, so we might be okay.
Yeah.
The filter sits. Yes, we should see. This is obviously an EP3 Type R with your normal K20. This one's not
Without
normal,
aircon. Yeah.
but without aircon, yeah.
I just noticed there's the fixings for the aircon.
Cool.
So yeah, what we'll do is we'll get the oil filter off. We're going to drain the oil. I got new oil,
Yes.
fresh oil to go in there,
Yep.
and then we'll just get a sandwich plate on, route it through, and see where. the
Yeah,
hell
see
it's
where we're
gonna
left.
sit.
Yeah. Okay, so this may be this may be the only problem for having a Bruce when you're trying to work.
No, Bruce. You're filming me.
He thinks I'm playing. Ow!
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Puppy, you're watching it. Was that good? Is it okay? Happy with that? So yeah, we let that drain out now.
Alright, so I'd say the oil's drained.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a while since we've been laying under a car.
Yeah.
Your car's got a cool. Ah, there it is. Right, so oil filter is up there.
A really easy location.
Oh, there she goes. It's a nice flattering shot of you guys.
Thank you.
Skippy, your car's too noisy. We can hear you come up the hill. There he is, the man making all the noise. There she is. Always appreciate our subscribers coming up and saving us on postage.
Yeah.
Absolutely love the colour on this thing. She's looking good, man. She's looking good. All right. So oil filter removed. I want to show you guys the room I'm working with here. Right. So the idea now, we need to get the sandwich plates somehow squeezed up in there. So we're just about to put the hoses onto the sandwich plates. Always recommend
Just a small amount of PTF.
PTFE. Right. Quick sit rep, guys. The mounting of the sandwich plate has been an absolute nightmare because this pipe's in the way, blah, blah, blah. The only way we can think of doing it, you've got a coolant pipe that's in the way where the oil filter goes. So
we've decided we think genuinely the only way we're going to be able to mount it and get the routing right is to remove the coolant hose.
Which sucks, but...
Yes, which we really didn't expect to do. We thought the hardest part was going to be mounting it, but...
Yeah.
Thought we'd get the money shot right. You ready then? Are we going to just drain it?
Well, we'll try, see how much comes out first. We've had a little bit out already, but...
Ah! Jesus!
It's just pouring out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a sec.
Right, it's really hard to explain the issues we're having now, but this was bought as a Civic specific kit, so obviously the hoses are a specific length. The only way we can see is to route it, because of the length of the hoses, the only way we can see to route it is around, so obviously sandwich plates there, route it around this way and get the pipes to come out there. But with that, there is a coolant pipe, hard pipe in the way, which is what we're trying to get off now, is to see if we can route it and then fit it back on, but it means... I just don't know. This is where we are at the moment, so it's looking... I think if we get that right, we might be okay, but... I just don't know. Yeah, it should be fine. Guess what? Right, first of all, always double check. I say double check. Right, we've discovered now the hoses, there is no way these braided lines are long enough. Now, when on the box, it does say Honda Civic Type R stainless steel kit. Now, I had to look, when Kenny ordered it, it said on there they are pre-cut, they're pre-sized, so you don't have to do anything, they go on.
Yeah, now we have literally tried lining this up the best way we can.
Every
These
way we can.
hoses are not long enough. Now, I've gone on the site through a different way, and it says the standard length is supposed to be 2 meters.
And they are not 2 meters.
They are only 1 meter long. They are not long enough.
Now, fortunately, when the kit was advertised in one of the sections, it says EP3, Civic, and S2000. Now, we were saying, luckily, because I own an S2000, the oil filter is there. It probably would be the right length, 1 meter. I reckon you might get away with it.
Definitely, yeah.
But
where the oil filter's on the back of the K20, these ain't long enough. You know, you look at here, that oil filter's down the back.
Yes.
Yeah. So these hoses got to come all the way out to relocate that there.
And it's not just a case of going there to there. You've got to route it down and around.
So even there,
that's without routing.
That's without routing it, so they're just not long enough.
No, it's not going to work. No, we are not. This was done through Matt Lewis Racing. We're not slating them. We are going to get in touch with them. If it is a mistake, mistakes happen, but we're just going to get in touch with them, see what they say. Hopefully, it is a case of just getting us new hoses, but it has kind of messed us up, because like Kenny said, we've just dumped all that coolant for no reason.
And the oil's out of it, so the car now is stuck.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do with it. So we're going to get that hose back on, that coolant hose, and basically call it a day, because I've got to get in touch with these now.
Yeah, we're going to get in touch with Matt Lewis.
Sunday, so yeah, we're pretty screwed today.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with him tomorrow, and we'll keep you guys updated. So we'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow or during the week.
Yeah.
Bye.
We back!
Yeah!
Yeah. Yes, so we've had quite a lot of drama with this thing. Right, I spoke to Matt Lewis Racing and I spoke to Mokel. Now, they claim that the hoses they sent were right.
We beg to differ. And the Civic begs to differ. Genuinely could not see how on earth. We even had Dan Lawrence come up.
I was just going to say, Dan Lawrence come up. Now he's built a few of these, and he straight away tried running them across the back.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they were nowhere near they were like 1 meter short.
So
I spoke to Matt Lewis Racing and Matt himself. He got onto Mokel and got me some custom hoses made. It cost me an additional like 47 quid, I think. Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm going to buy a cheap kit. Yeah, it's cost me about 250 quid. So, anyway, we've got them now. I got a 1.9 and a 2 meter hose kit.
Right.
So, we hope this works.
In theory, it should be, like I said, the issue we were having last time. It has been a few weeks.
Weeks?
But it didn't take... It's sort of my fault as well, because we've been so busy. Kenny, we wanted to film it as a video, so it was a case of when we were both free.
Yeah, exactly. No.
So...
Yeah,
let's just
get
I'm going back into the car now.
Yeah,
let's. I'm going back into the car.
You done yet?
It's gonna pour out now. Money shot. I might have to clean your floor, cuz. Whoops.
Mother.
So you need to buy more oil, kid.
I think I need more oil.
Right, filter off. Obviously, you've got your residual oil there that's all built up and all over Kenny's floor. Next thing is getting the sandwich plate on. Sorry, guys, I know this is a nightmare to film, but sandwich plate is on there with the outlets, inlet and outlet going that way. And now it's mounting the hoses. As always, change of plan. Sandwich plate has come off. It was a lot easier to feed the hoses through the top. and attach them to the sandwich plate. And now I'm going to get back under the car and fit the sandwich plate on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crap. Manual labour. Right. In theory, as we always say, very straightforward. But guess what? Another what I consider to be a bad design.
Really bad design. Sorry, I was just checking the mic with Stefan because it's been a while. You've been under the car messing around.
So you've basically got your sandwich. It's hard to explain when it's off the car. You've got your sandwich plate, a nut that tightens it up. As you're tightening the nuts, the edge of
because it's thermostatic, it's basically you've got a chamber in there, so it stops the socket going all the way in basically against the housing, so it gets held off on one side.
So the more you're tightening, the closer it gets. It's just popping the flipping socket off. So Kenny's thrilled till he gets to pull out the grinder.
I'm gonna mess with the tools.
So the plan is now we're gonna have to grind down the socket just to make it fit in that gap. What a bad design.
We'll see.
Kenny's a happy boy. So what we've done, shaved on the edge to in theory make the rim smaller. Now we know this is going to reduce the structural rigidity of the socket, but
as long as it tightens this now, I can get another one.
Yeah, you can always
sockets are
sacrifice the
replaceable.
socket. Right, so the apparent easy part is now finally done after hours and hours, what feels like an eternity.
Stupid designs.
Amen. So I'm going to try and point this out, but you've got your sandwich plate there, oil filter there, and the issue we were having, there was a little ridge inside there with a nut in the middle. Could not get a socket over there because the tighter you were doing it was just spitting the socket out. Kenny's genius idea of sanding the socket down, grinding it down, actually worked.
Yay.
Sit rep. Lines are done underneath. Oh, just
that was the easy part.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the hard part.
Yeah.
So lines are in, as you can see there. It took a bit of time to move them out of the way because guess what? They were touching the freaking exhaust manifold.
So we had to tie them down with metal ties just to put it away from the manifold. So you
don't want any contact. So we're going to move them out of the way so they don't interfere with the shifter cables or the connector there. Now the idea is, it's so nice to see it at this point because this is where we got stuck last time.
Yeah.
The cooler is going to mount there and we've obviously got to fill the line. We're going to fill the lines, the cooler up with oil as much as we can because you want as much pressure as quickly as possible. I'm so tired.
Yeah, buddy.
Brackets on. It's now a case of holding it in place so we can mock up where we're going to drill the holes. Holes are now drilled into the crash bar.
Yeah, and then you chuck it everywhere.
Yes, and we can't find a funnel small enough to fit in there.
Hence why it's just running out of there.
So basically what we want to do is fill the cooler. And then what we're going to do is grab the lines, fill them up just before we connect it, which I can see being a bit of a messy task. Potato. If you are doing this, bear in mind that your oil capacity will increase because you've now got to account for the oil cooler and the lines. Do we know what capacity that is?
I think it's about 380 mil.
Okay.
Obviously with the lines then, it's probably looking about 500 in euros.
Yeah, so
I got
just
600.
Yeah. Be aware, obviously with every oil change, I mean you should be checking your dipstick anyway, but just be aware you may need to buy more oil.
It's gonna take more.
Yeah. Also, let me just see how cool it is to have red oil. No, it's not power steering fluid, don't worry. She is on. Oil cooler located, all bolted in. Lines are now tightened, PTFE'd. We can try and tidy that out, just to tuck it out of the way. Check the oil levels bang on. Obviously, the sandwich plate is thermostatic, so it wouldn't have made a difference to the oil level anyway. But what we've got to do now to check for leaks is not only run it, but get it up to temperature to let the thermostats open, to let the oil circulate. Right, it's been a few days, and the reason it's been a few days is because we had to leave it, and I had to go home, blah, 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 blah.
It was late, wasn't it? It was like 9:30 by the time we went in the house.
Yes,
so.
There was a lot of faffing about, and it was a long day. So we did all the check. I can't remember where we left off, but the oil cooler was fitted. We checked for leaks. We got it up to temperature.
Yeah, no, I've run it. I've actually taken it 50 miles.
Oh, yeah, true.
And it's fine.
So, well, the final product, as you can see, as you probably can see, the sandwich plate is mounted behind the engine. We've now got the hoses running up there because we've got the length, giggity-goo, coming through the front there. I love the way it's routed now. I love where it's mounted.
And I took it down to Sean's Auto Performance. He fit the cage for me. That's something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so while it was on the ramp, we actually looked underneath the sandwich plate. Everything's fine.
Oh, wicked.
So, yeah, I think we're happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, good kit overall.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the hoses, If you have got an EP3, just double check. I mean, I still to this day, I don't know how you could run it.
The only way you
with
could
the
have run
hoses.
it would be underneath the car. Now, I have seen people do mount them underneath the car, but I didn't want it underneath the car. I wanted it on the front bumper.
No,
So-
which is fair enough. But the kit as a whole, I mean, as a whole, it is good quality. We would now that it's all on there, it's really good quality.
Yeah, but it's a Mokel cooler, so
Yeah.
the only thing I would recommend is buy the extra long hoses.
That's what. That's what I started saying.
I know, that's what.
If you've got an EP3, we would recommend getting the extra length because there's just more to play with. You
1.9 and 2 meter length.
There we are. That's what we went, and it was just more than enough. You could route it probably a couple of different ways that way.
Yeah, you've got an option. You could run it obviously the driver's side and then through to the or you could run it like we did.
Which is what we prefer. If you've got the option, fantastic.
Definitely.
But yeah, this will obviously be beneficial on track, which is one of the main reasons to keep it cool.
Ha! Keep it cool.
Keep it cool. He's really not cool. I'm going to do my best to try and translate what he has said.
In the turn, you get your wheels actually doing that, so that's what's causing bump steer.
With the spherical design, they can now mount it underneath. Big Nige, coming to say hello. Hello. Do you approve? Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to One Day Motorsport.
Yeah, now we're here with the EP3 today for One Day Motorsport to do their bump steer fix.
For those that don't know, do you want to explain briefly what bump steer is?
Yeah, problem with bump steer, your arms, basically, not your arms, the arms on the car, the inner arms to the track rods, they are raised because you've obviously lowered the centre of the vehicle, well, lowered the car. So with the arms like this, when you're steering, it actually causes the arms to move. So you get, in the turn, you get your wheels actually doing that. So that's what's causing bump steer, as we tried explaining on the way down in the video. The steering on these cars, I don't think it's the steering that's the issue. I think the steering's quite responsive, but the bump steer is shockingly bad. Obviously on track you don't get these problems, so...
No, but the thing is, you do drive this car on the road a lot.
I do, yeah.
And it is enough to sort of really put you off, and especially since driving the EG. The EG has got double wishbone suspension, so you really can feel the difference. So we are praying that One Day Motorsport, they do know what they're doing. So we really are hoping that they can do their thing and sort this thing out. Right, so what Jay's just spent the last hour trying to explain to me is the whole thing with bump steer. I'm going to do my best to try and translate what he has said. So with a standard EP3, you imagine you've got your steering rack here and your end link. Standard, they are pretty straight. Now, let's use an example. Say you've got 150 mil stroke in your shock. You want to be, say the 150 mil is there today, you want to be within that parameter. Standard is fine. When you start to lower them, you immediately change the angle and you are already sort of in that negative point of your stroke. So every time you're hitting a bump, you're affecting toe, you're affecting the geometry of your wheel, and that is what gives it that feel where the car is pulling against you.
Bump steer.
Bump steer, that's bump steer in a nutshell. Now what One Day Motorsport do with their bump steer kit is, I'll explain, they do two different kits, I'll explain that in a minute, but what we're going to do today is essentially bring it back down to as standard and as level as possible to eliminate the bump steer. Now, Jay's gone one step further and he's given us a quick rundown. So as I was saying there, you've got your sweet spot within the stroke. You need to be in there ideally, but the stock is straight. As we've said, when you lower it, you're immediately pushing out of that range. Now there are rack raisers, which I do believe you're having.
I'm having done today, yeah.
So that will help it immediately, but with the full bump steer kit, we are hoping to bring it back to standard, and I really does hope it fixes it. But the funny thing was on the way down, we were saying, oh, this should really fix it on the road because it feels a bit sketchy. But what they've told us is, if you want it that good, they can set it up fantastic. But it is going to be pretty bad on the road.
It is going to be bad, yeah, but as we said, I do want it, it's more of a track car, so...
Yeah, so as long as it handles well on track, which it will do, they are also doing an alignment. Yeah. So we've basically said to them, we're going to leave all these specs, everything up to them. Now, I do want to state they do offer two kits, or two sort of variants of their bump steer kit. Today we're sticking with the basic option, or so like their kit bolt-on kit, which is effectively spherical ends.
The rack raiser,
things like that, along with their alignment. And the next kit is it's a lot more involved, and it is sort of a full day thing. I mean, it was amazing when he was explaining it to us. There's a lot of measuring the stroke, measuring, getting the wheels off, affecting each stroke, seeing how you want to adjust it that way.
Yeah, every single spring adjustment, everything.
Yes, yeah. But the reason we're not doing that today is Kenny still wants to take a lot more weight out of the car. There's so much more we want to do, and as you probably know with alignments, if you change anything, it will affect the whole alignment. You've got to get it redone.
Yeah, and I think I've had it done 2 or 3 times as it is. So
yeah, race car stuff. Yeah. But we're going to let the guys crack on. We're going to try not get in their way.
Yeah, we'll get out here and let them crack on. Right, so Jay has got us this awesome little setup by here now. So we actually got a rack, we got the razors stock and the razor itself.
Yeah, because I didn't even know what a razor was, not gonna lie.
Hey, hang on. Anyway, yeah, so this is the stock one. You've got your steering arm with your standard end. And basically what happens there is when it goes onto your strut, it goes to the top, which like basically is like that. So as you can see, the steering arm is up. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm waiting for an answer. Never mind. Yes. Just leave me hanging. So what we're doing today is with the rack razor, it obviously brings that point of contact up from the center. And rather than going on top, it actually goes underneath. So as you can see, that will be a lot more straight anyway. So
as soon as you can see, we've got Danny's working hard on the back. I think he's finally getting somewhere now. This is why we're glad we bring it to places like this, because apparently it's all seized. So Kenny explained the rack side of it with the spacer, and like I said, I didn't even know what that was, so hopefully you guys learned something as well. But in a nutshell, once again, factory, you've got your track rod ends will mount to the top of the strut, which will, let's just say it's like that, and the...
It's like that, actually.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's more like that.
Yeah.
And with the spherical design, they can now mount it underneath, which brings it more level, and that's what we're saying. Ideally, you want it level. Now, when we come back for the big kit, for the full shebang, they've got, what are they called? I've forgotten already.
So yeah, there's something that goes underneath.
There's something that goes that will give you basically full adjustment of the arm. I didn't think there's so much that you can do to adjust these arms. It's crazy. So learning a lot today. Got to be fair. So the boys are absolutely ploughing through now. As you can see, the track rod ends are now on, and JK was just explaining this is now on full droop. I don't know if you can see the angle properly there, but this is now on full droop, which you're very, very really going to get to. But as we put the weight back on now, it should go back up to above central, which is exactly where we want it. So as a visual, that is amazing to see, and you can see all the technical doodah there. So as another visual, we're on full droop now, which is essentially here, and when we add the weight, we are going to be hopefully bang in the middle of it, which is exactly where you want to be. And as we start getting bump, it's going to go up a little bit and down a little bit, but you're still going to be within that range. I've just had a thought while the car's up in the air. Obviously we haven't done a video on this, but Kenny has been working very hard behind the scenes. So we've finally got the brake into where we want it to be. We've got the new lines on, but we've got the calipers as well. Big Nige coming to say hello. Hello. Do you approve? Yeah? Yeah, it's a good one. So we've got the brakes on, but more recently, we've got the camber arms just there. With some cable ties, like in the cable ties, cuz. On the other side as well. So yeah, she's looking good.
The boss.
The boss man. The next step in the process is one of the most important, wheel alignment. Wheel alignment is essentially the measurement of the angle at which each of your wheels sit. An accurate wheel alignment will ensure all wheels are pointing in the right direction. There are 3 crucial measurements when it comes to wheel alignment. Camber, which is the measurement of the tyre's centre line relative to the road surface. Caster, which is the angular displacement of the steering axis from the vertical axis of the wheel viewed from the side. And toe, which is the direction the tyres are pointed relative to the vehicle centre line viewed from above. Adjustments from each of these measurements can have a vast effect on the driving characteristics of your car, so it's essential to get these right. When we say that each stroke of the suspension affects the toe of the Civic, this is a great way to illustrate the point. Just look how much the wheel turns when it makes contact with the floor and the weight goes back onto the shock absorber. And I'm sure you can imagine how much of effect this has when the car is in motion. This is the main disadvantage of the McPherson suspension over double wishbone suspension. Each alignment specification will vary depending on your personal needs or preferences. We are setting the Civic up for track to run slick tyres, so JK has implemented the following measurements. With the alignment complete and Big Nige eagerly awaiting our verdict, we hit the road for the test drive. before we get out on the road, we should say that JK did say on the road now, because we wanted it set up for track, on the road it is going to be a bit sketchy. Which it was to begin with, wasn't it? So,
It was very sketchy to begin with. I think it's going to be worse. But in all fairness, he did say to me, do you want it for track or do you want it for road?
Yeah.
And I know I was saying again, I'm really bad on the road, but I was like, yeah, let's do track. So,
that's where we wanted to come alive, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going to wait for it to warm up before we can throw it around, but I'm curious to see how different the road. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get to some legal roads and.
Yes. National speed limit.
Yes.
Right, so before we jump into the initial sort of drive, I just want to say a massive thank you to JK and Danny at One Day Motorsport. Now, a lot of places we go, we like to film everything, and a lot of people sort of get funny with filming. They were so accommodating. They did more than what we expected to help us, mainly with the demonstrations to physically show you guys what they were doing. To us, just made it that much more special. So thank you guys so much. So we've been driving this now for a good couple of minutes.
Yeah,
I would say probably about half hour or so.
Yeah.
Just sort of normal driving. We've booted off a few roundabouts and that. And what's your initial feeling?
Now, I know when we first said this morning, on the road this thing's a nightmare. The reason for the bump steer delete was to try and eliminate a bit of that. However, when I was speaking to JK, as soon as we got there, he said, right, how do you want it? Do you want it done for the road or for track? So I was like, let's do it for track. So driving on the road is still hard work.
Yeah,
it is
effort, isn't it? Yeah.
It is, yeah, but you can already feel on certain roundabouts and high-speed bends that the car wants to turn, which is really, really good. Yeah, it's actually helping and assisting with the turn in. I said to you, it's weird now, at a higher speed going around a corner, when you're turning left, you can actually feel the right wheel sort of pushing you.
That's a strange sensation.
It's really, really weird. Yeah, and we've come up over a couple of bumps, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we felt the steering move.
It does. Now, JK did say that the sort of first kit that we've gone for, the bolt-on kit, it will not eliminate the bump steer. It just does a lot to counteract it almost.
Yeah.
If you want to get close to eliminating it, you need to go for the full shebang, which we will be doing once Kenny's happy with the weight and everything like that, and we do all the changes we want.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did say it's a bit of a handful on the road, which it is.
It really is, especially trying to boot in a straight line on the street.
Yes.
And I mean, you are fighting.
And it's still on the NS2Rs, which
suck.
The grippiest
honestly,
tires.
I just put into a couple of roundabouts and I had understeer immediately.
Yes.
Now I know you saw with this car because on the AR1s it's phenomenal.
It's a different animal, isn't it?
But these brakes as well. Sorry, I fitted a brake stopper and changed the brake fluid.
Yeah, done a
new
few
calipers.
things we haven't put on video.
Brakes
so yeah.
are phenomenal on this thing now.
Yeah.
I keep touching them and there we go.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to.
My freaking neck. But as you can see, we are, unfortunately, because of where we are, I've got to say the weather's actually nice for a change.
It's lovely.
But the roads we're on at the moment has been nothing but traffic, so we've had a good feel for how the car feels on normal driving. But we are going to try and get to some better roads where we can throw it about and then give the...
See, on turning it actually pushes around.
Yeah.
So
yeah, hopefully we're going to get some better roads now and give you some proper feedback.
it's a bit of an handful on this road.
It looks like hard work.
It really, really is. I am absolutely fighting with this. On a track, it's going to be completely different, obviously. But I am trying to keep her on the straight. But the turn in does feel superb.
Jesus! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Now you're a good driver, but Jesus, that was quite scary.
I was quite scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, we've said it previously, we've got some good experience with cars with aggressive diffs. But this, you've got an aggressive diff match with this steering now.
Ooh, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite terrifying on that road.
Gee, it shuffled about so much.
The thing is, just like when you're on the throttle and you're steering left and it goes right, it's like, ooh, that's kind of scary.
And
You
you've
know?
got to stay in it. Like, fair play, you did stay in it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, this is it.
Jesus.
You have got to try and
It literally
react to it, basically, and counter-react to what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you have literally got to fight it. Wow, that was more aggressive than I thought.
Now, when I first had this car, I used to be able to go up there 10 tenths.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now it's, you got to back off. You cannot be flat out.
No. We've just done the initial drive now. Now, JK did warn us it was going to be a bit, how did he put it? Tough to drive on the road, and he wasn't lying. I really wasn't expecting it to be that aggressive, but we are obviously going to see how it is on track. We are going on track very soon, so I imagine it will be a different story.
Yeah, he's assured me, you know, that it is set up for track, not the road. He gave me the option, and I said, just do it for track, because it's a track car at the end of the day. All right. I wanted a little bit more fun on the road, but it is terrifying.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, but hey ho, it is what it is. I'm sure it'll hook up really, really well on track though. And check that out behind us.
Just met someone with a lovely B7 RS4. A new subscriber, I think. Thank you.
What a car.
Yes.
What a car.
So, obviously, once again, we want to say a massive thank you to One Day Motorsport for for accommodating us, and like I said, not only letting us film, but getting involved with the filming, giving us the props to explain, sort of giving us all the information that we can relate to you.
Sharing his knowledge, do you know what I mean? And it was so interesting to understand what they were doing.
Yeah, because everything, there were a couple of things he said, I have no idea what you're on about, and he took the time to explain everything until I understood it, which takes a lot sometimes.
I was just going to say, you know, that we could relate to, so yeah.
Dumb it down, basically.
Yeah. Trying to be nice.
We loved this Civic. It taught us a lot and gave us some amazing memories. It did unfortunately come to a point where it felt like the next step to keep the build interesting content-wise meant dropping some serious money to go forced induction that Kenny simply didn't have at the time. With this in mind, he made the very tough decision to sell the Civic and get another project car for the channel, a Porsche 987 Boxster of all things. We certainly miss the Civic, but we hope that we'll have many builds like it in the future.